guess Batman. Frontiers. Oh. Unleash comes out. Yeah. Stream started. Now. to go back to my thing. Go back to my thing. What do we guess Batman? Sonic Unleashed can have open world gameplay that can please everyone. No one. That's when Frontiers came out and when Frontiers comes out and breaks records, not even Unleashed. I mean, listen to minds. Yo, what is up, everybody? This is your boy, the Enrique White. And today we're gonna be doing something different. We're still doing the Bendy and Ape Machine gameplays. Don't worry, that hasn't stopped. It has not stopped. We're just not doing it today. However, what we are doing is hot topics. Yeah, so like basically we're gonna be doing some hot topics for everybody. Make sure that everybody is civil though. Because we're not gonna be blaming people and be like, oh guys, your plan is invalid. Ooh. Listen. Listen. Do not make fun of my pose, okay? You're just mad that you haven't thought of it yourself, and I'm just better. I am just better than you. You're wrong. I'm right. I have $11 million and you don't. Wrong. Anyways, we're doing hot takes. Also, I have not forget about the thing I'm going to be doing on Thursday. So just in case, real fun thing by the way. But with that being said, though, we're doing hot takes this stream, and now also if you hear any beating ups, don't tell me to get out. Don't tell me that. I'm gonna turn to low tier god. Be quiet. I'm gonna turn to low tier god. Y'all just keep messing with me, man. I don't fucking know. I'm corny as shit. So yes, we're gonna be doing some hot takes. I have a good playlist of hot takes of what I'm gonna be sharing with y'all. I'm gonna be reacting to. So, but with all of this being said, though, as Sonic fans, we have to go ahead and disclose something. We all have hot takes. We all have hot takes, including me, including you. You, yes, you. That monkey. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not pointing. Not pointing at anybody, but and I will find you. Anyways, so that being said, though, we're gonna be doing some hot takes. I have some hot takes of my own that I would like to go ahead and disclose to get things out of the way. So, I think it's time to get everything started in just 3, 2. There it is. 3, 2, 1. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Listen, what did you do? Listen. Don't worry about it. Just let it happen. Listen, it's too late. Just you know what you did. 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 Now, with that being said, Sonic Hot Takes. Mighty Undercat YT. I'm done. Listen. So I got like 5 of these bitches to go, right? And then we can get started with the reactions. So just brace yourselves, all right? Just stay with me, all right? Number 1, I like Sonic 3D Blast. I know. I'm just gonna come out. Just come out and say it. 3D Blast. I like it. It's actually impressive. I'm like, the chat is so delayed. What the hell? Yeah, bro. Listen, Listen, I am a low budget streamer, bro. I am a low budget streamer. If I had the budget to go ahead and have better, I would just have a better intro, like a better start stand and everything, bro. But because I got my like the money, I have to go ahead and win the funny. So like, yeah, so my money kind of short. So yeah. But this is a reason I disclose on why I like Sonic 3D Blast. Sonic 3D Blast was behind the times when it first came out in 1996, when games like Super Mario 64 and Crash Bandicoot were out. But with that being said, this probably got to be one of the most amazing games for something that was able to run on both Genesis and Saturn, so people who didn't have the Saturn could play it. So again, whatchamacallit, backwards compatibility with next-gen games, somewhat next-gen games, but you know. Sonic 3D Blast as a game alone is actually pretty enjoyable and something that was trying to innovate the franchise the best way it could with the flicky search objective while having the same feeling of doing loops and killing badniks like other classic games. So with that being in other words, like it tried to do something new with which is like jumping into like a little bit of the 3D aesthetic, as well as you know, having that isometric view with like using like sprites and shit like that, while like games that came out like 1996 and shit, like Doom or some shit, had an isometric view, like had a first person perspective, but it still felt 3D. So they kind of felt like, oh, you know what, like if id Software can do it, then fucking we can do it, right? That's what Sega thought back in the day or some shit like that, right? Which technically, Sonic 3D Blast wasn't really 3D. It was 3D sprites and shit like that, and also it wasn't really a 3D platformer. But hey, listen, if you're not trying, then you're not trying. That's it. So with that being said, while I would appreciate if this game came out like fucking 1994 or some shit, all the best we can do is like fucking just appreciate for what it is. It's just outdated. That's it. But with that being said, Frontiers is the best-selling game in the series, and this is where people are gonna attack me. Okay, this is where people are going to start kicking my doors down and saying speeches like, "We need to crucify you! You're not a real fan, motherfucker!" And start throwing fire and burning my fucking house down and shit. Like, get on the ground! And I'll be like, what did I do? Like, I said, get on the ground now! Oh my god, he's tested. Get his testy whiteys. I'm like, you're not touching me. That is my no-no square. Actually, I'm not gonna say that shit ever again. I'm sorry for saying that shit. But with that being said, like, y'all are probably gonna like choke me by the throat by saying this. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. Basically, that's exactly how it's gonna go. Listen, you did this, not me. I'm innocent. You're guilty. With that being said, Frontiers is the best-selling game in the series, and here's my reason. Frontiers literally cannot be topped by any past entries like Unleashed or Generations. Y'all can say that it looks like a tech demo. Y'all can say like it looks like a tech demo. The cyberspace levels are chopped, and Roger's performance was way too serious. But you can't argue that this game's legacy is almost as revolutionary as a goddamn SA1, which I can also back that up. So before y'all do it, like, you don't know revolutionary. SA1 was for the series. Like, shit, it's okay. Relax. I'm gonna get to it, which isn't a stretch either because not only did it make Sonic a team so much money on release, but the praise for open world Sonic, cyberspaces, I should have said cyberspace levels, puzzles, and actually let me put. I'm doing this so wrong. Hold on. How do I do? Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. So then you got cyberspace levels also being praised and shit. But the puzzles, the tricks, and the combat was immaculate in comparison to anything else we've seen in the franchise. Which again, I can prove that right now because if I y'all motherfuckers will go ahead and say, well, the Warhog the gameplay was better and shit like that. Show me side by side Warhog gameplay versus fast gameplay, fast combat with like with the fucking with the ability to go anywhere you want, as well as going fast as hell and like the and then like the fucking side loop and shit like that. Like I don't like, bro, like you can't say that. Dude, you can't see that the motherfucking combos and Warhog are better than the fucking Frontiers. I'm sorry. This is facts. Anyways, to this day, motherfuckers are still praising the game for its godly gifted soundtrack, supersonic boss fights, and having one of the best Sonic stories in a while. Oh, and don't even get me started on the DLCs, which are free, by the way. Let's just clap it up for that. Free DLCs that upgraded the story. Not just new levels. Not just a new yo, what's up, puddle of cheese? That's what we're doing. Hot takes. If you I got done with the reading, by the way, but basically you can read it for yourself. It's puddle of cheese. I don't know if you remember. Yeah, I remember you, puddle of cheese. Yeah, of course I remember you. Because like whatchamacallit, you used to be in my Sonic X Shadow Generation streams, and you also dubbed Penguins of Madagascar. I remember that. Vividly. So yeah, I couldn't forget y'all. But with that being said, though, yes, we're doing hot takes this stream. If you have any hot takes, actually, I don't know if I disclose this or not, but if y'all have any hot takes, just leave it in the stream, and then I'll review it, right? But with that being said, though, mine is that Frontiers is better than literally not only just like any 3D Sonic game in the series, but also like this any just Sonic game, period. But yeah, sorry, I haven't been here, and sorry, I haven't been here. No, it's cool. I'm sorry if I haven't uploaded in a good minute. Not uploading in a good minute. I'm saying like I upload as frequently as I used to. That's one thing I wish I could have done. But with that being said, though, we're only human, after all. So I can't really hate you for not leaving or some shit. But but for the like a lot of hate for Sonic Frontiers is just unheard of. Like I can't, bro. Like, look, the fact that it kind of looked like a tech demo and shit like that. Like, in its defense, it was trying to be runnable on the Switch, which that's where I got it on because back then I really couldn't use a PS5 and I don't have an Xbox Series X. I have a hot take. Metal Sonic should speak in Sonic 4. In the movie Sonic 4, what you said? Is that what you're talking about? Like the movie Sonic 4? Like Metal Sonic should speak in Sonic 4? That's not a hot I mean, is it though? Is it really a hot take? Cause like Metal Sonic can speak and that depends on which Metal Sonic you're talking about though. Because if you're talking about like when like Metal Sonic was talking in like if when in his Neo form, because he's talked in his Neo form, so yeah, he shouldn't really be he should like he probably shouldn't he doesn't have to be like silent or whatever. If anything, like they can make him talk. Yeah, movie. Yeah, I bet. So whatchamacallit? So I feel like when we're talking about like a hot topic that we're discussing, if we're talking about something we need something that like will definitely like get like some controversy or something like that. Like I feel like I want you like it's not like a bad hot topic, but I feel like I want you to like maybe say something that you agree with that a lot of people are gonna that you're gonna have a lot of well I just heard most movie fans say he shouldn't talk, but I think otherwise. Hmm. Let me see. I mean, I feel like that shouldn't even be a hot topic. Should that even be a hot topic for real? I feel like that. I really feel that shouldn't be a hot topic because like motherfucker like no because like I'm not like no like hold on hold on wait because I'm about to go on a whole entire rant. I'm about to go on a whole entire rant, bro. Saying that Metal Sonic shouldn't be able to talk is like it shouldn't be able to talk. Like because Sega's made it work time and time and time again. I'm not. Let me just say it shouldn't be like Chaos Sonic. It shouldn't be like Chaos Sonic. It should be more like a Neo Metal Sonic approach or some like Ultron or some shit. But if they were to have Metal Sonic talk, they would have to be in his Neo Metal form to be game accurate. To which, again, it's not supposed to be like game accurate and shit like that. I'm just saying, I was like, if motherfuckers are actually saying that, oh, Metal Sonic shouldn't talk or whatever the fuck, like, don't give this motherfucker some corny ass jokes like heads up, Fairback, like get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the like listen. I'm so look. I'm gonna be real with you. Anybody who says that Metal Sonic should just talk period or whatever has not played Heroes or hasn't even touched Sonic X Shadow Generations. Just saying. So, listen, your opinion is most definitely valid. Your opinion is most definitely valid. I don't think that's that's why I feel like it's not even a a little sweaty I hope they don't bash me for saying this shit. Like, what is something that's gonna get you? Like, what is something that's gonna get you killed, bro? What is something that's gonna not necessarily killed? No, it's something that's gonna get you like bullied into a corner. Like everybody, get a load of this guy. He thinks so Navy so and so and so. Oh, get a load of this guy. He likes the boost mechanics and so and so or some shit like that. Like, or I think or what something that would be triggering. Yeah, I was thinking Ultron. Yeah, that's a lot of motherfuckers were thinking Ultron. Like a lot of motherfuckers were saying that he can be like the Ultron of the Sonic series. So I'm trying to figure out. So, by the way, I'm gonna put this up on screen just so I can let you know I acknowledge it. By the way, listen, like Sonic, Metal Sonic and fucking Vision. Why did I say Vision? Metal Sonic and Ultron are basically, in a sense, kind of like literally on par, bro. Basically the same person. I'm just saying. But with that being said, though, it's not really a bad take. At least to me, it isn't. I could just be yapping like shit. I could be yapping like shit. But with that being said, though, I do want to go ahead and get to the. I do want to go ahead and finish my point real quick, and then after that, should be good. Here's a better hot take: Sonic Forces is underrated. I'm gonna get to that. Actually. I'm gonna get to that actually in like 2 minutes possibly 2 minutes. But let's get it. One last thing I am gonna go ahead and say is that like Sonic, like listen. Y'all can go ahead and say that like Frontiers is hogwash or dog water or whatever the fuck like that, but like the Supersonic boss fights, bro. I'm sorry, better. Motherfuckers who say that Unleash is better. Let's talk about that, bro. Name how many characters you can play in that. I'll wait. Or a better one. Name all the things you can do in Unleash compared to Frontiers. I'll wait. Or even a better one. Even a better one. Even a better one. Listen. Who has the better soundtrack? Frontiers. So shut the fuck up. Shut up. Also, listen. Forces is underrated, but with that being, but like also, it's actually funny that it's also I do want to go ahead and say that I agree, but instead of just saying that, I do want to go ahead and just mention something real quick. One of my friends, a Daki Meister, he said that Forces was the best in the series. Also, if you never played Unleash, I have to say you're missing out. You're missing out. You're missing out. Listen, I know we're just bashing on Unleash before, but listen, you are missing out, bro. Y'all are missing out on Unleash. Listen, that's all I'm gonna say. You need to at least every single Sonic fan has to play Unleash. Every single Sonic fan has to play Unleash at some certain time. So I'm sorry, some certain point in time in your life, right? So yeah. Uh with that being said, though, oh yeah, so like, what I was gonna go ahead and say was like, someone said Forces was the best in the series, and I was like Forces, Forces. I mean, yeah, type shit. I think it's 14. I think it's $15 on Xbox, and so you could just like play that and get that on I'm sorry. Gotta walk it. You gotta walk your dog. All right, type shit. So anybody who's still watching, my friend Daki Meister, really likes Forces. He said it was the best. He said it was the best. It had the best story. He said it had the best story, by the way. He said Forces, Sonic Forces, not Unleashed, not 06, not motherfucking Frontiers, not like bro, not Adventure 1 or 2. Forces had the best story. I'm sorry, no. That's where I was like, okay, you're trolling. You're trolling. I respect opinions, by the way. I'm just saying, like but if you're just wrong, you're just wrong. That's just how it is. Now, with that being said, we are going to go into, let's see. Oh yeah, let me just go ahead and do this real quick. And then we go to, yay! I didn't even check my audio was on. I am on fire. Let's see. Superstars is better than Mania. I made a video about this, by the way. Y'all. So like, Superstars is better than Sonic Mania, and here's why. After playing both Mania and Superstars as well as completing them, by the way, all the way through, beating the stories, not completing them 100%, I've come to the conclusion that Mania, while is probably one of the best, top 3 best Sonic games of all time, the same reasons why we praise Mania are literally the same reason why we praise Superstars. Only now Superstars is something completely new and polished to perfection. We can bring up how the bosses are obviously way too long to beat in Superstars than Mania, as well as the false advertising of 12 zones while it was actually 11. Now we can go also bring up the fact that while Sonic Mania is more of a nostalgia type game, when in Superstars they literally show nothing but new shit like solo stages for certain characters. Chaos Emerald abilities, instead of just accessing supersonic metals and more easier metals are more easier to access, which allow you to buy parts for your robotic free for all with your friends locally or online. Speaking of which, multiplayer Sonic. Need I say more? And like, I want to expand on this. I want to expand on this. I want to expand on this. Let me speak on this. Let me speak on this. Let me speak on this. So the thing about like Sonic Superstars, right? Um, I can kind of see why people don't like Mania, don't like Superstars over Mania, but it's like Mania just does a lot of this. It just really just remixes a lot of like the old levels to the point where like I would just like to the point where we just put to which there's nothing wrong with remixing levels, but like we already had games that remix levels at this point, so it's just like yeah we're not like yeah like I'm not what you want to call it, like it's not as impressive as Superstars literally trying to be its own thing. Like Superstar literally trying to be its own thing, right? That's why there's not always two acts. That's why they're not always trying to have like Sonic and Tails play with each other. I'll play as Sonic and Tails and shit. Because if anything, Sonic Mania is really trying to be Sonic 3 so fucking bad. And I really want to say this shit. A lot of classic games, a lot of classic fan games. This is why I want to go ahead and speak on this with like fucking uh, I fucking Sonic 2 by the way. But like a lot of these classic games base themselves off of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and which it's not even a crazy thing to say because like afterwards you get like a supersonic boss fight, you play a Sonic 3 Tails or Knuckles story. Like Knuckles be having like a solo fucking story and shit, but now everybody got certain parts of the story and shit with this game by the way. But then also they follow the same thing with excuse me, I'm sorry. They also have the same thing with like Mania, to where you have like a Knuckles story, and then like Sonic and Tails have the same fucking story and shit. Um, but then you also have to realize that like while the bosses in Superstars may take a long time and shit like that, and while the mechanics in Mania follow up with the older games and shit. Like Superstars has so many mechanics to where it's just like you just have a barrage of like collecting shit like medals and fucking rings and shit, and then you get like certain types of points, and you get fucking what you call it like oh yeah, then you got like little pears and shit. Like then you like can collect fruits, and then you have solo missions to go with your like with like certain characters and shit. Like Knuckles has a solo mission, Sonic has a solo mission, Amy has a solo mission, Tails has a solo mission, Trip has a solo story. And the thing is, like it's like it's kind of like which you can go ahead and say like, oh, whatever happened to the solo stories. Knuckles has been had the solo story. But now everybody has their own solo story in this game. So it's more like an adventure game, adventure classic type of game, if you will. Which, by the way, it also kind of makes things confusing with the fact that the Chaos Emeralds have more use have more use compared to just like accessing the Chaos Emeralds to turn to Supersonic, but we don't even which I don't think that a lot of motherfuckers know that like that doesn't even become a thing until Sonic Adventure 2, which we access the laws of chaos control, and then and we expand more on the powers of the Chaos Emeralds and shit, and then later on um we learned that one Chaos Emerald is enough to take down an entire city or some shit. And then The Chaos, basically the Chaos Emerald lore just gets more confusing, thanks to Superstars because of later entries. The characters don't even know anything about Chaos Control until like Adventure 2. So that is like the only downside. But Superstars is a really fun game, and I feel like a lot of the things that they try to do in the game is also fun as well. And the special stages are possibly have to be one of the best special stages that I've seen in the Sonic game, and canonically, in an official Sonic game canonically. I'm sorry. Now with that being said, though, next one, Sonic 4 Center never made sense to me. Sonic 4 wasn't a good successor to the classics, but never have I ever understood why motherfuckers would say this was this was on the same tier as fucking Rise of the Lyric or Sonic 2006. As a Sonic game, it's alright, but saying the game is bad or the worst in the franchise is crazy word when I can't write for shit, or when there are games that just suck ass in comparison to this game, like Sonic Blast and Sonic Boom. At best, it's probably some of the weaker of 2D games the series has to offer, but honestly, this game ain't bad for beginners or just people who want to just play Sonic without needing to stress about gaining momentum. With a nice mix of the homing attack, spin dash, and 3D art, this game isn't too bad. I also understand how motherfuckers hate on. I also don't understand how motherfuckers hate on the music for this game soundtrack. Splash Hill Zone has to be the most underrated first level themes in a Sonic game, but then again, that's just me. So with that being said, though, like not Sonic Frontiers is big as in my mouth, bro. Pause. That's actually sound real fucking testy and shit. But then so then here's my thing though, like Sonic, oh my god, Sonic 4 is okay, right? It's just okay. It's not. It's not a terrible game by any means. It doesn't. It's not a boring game either. It's not a boring game either. It's just okay. If anything, it's just a Sonic game. It's really just a Sonic game. Like, listen, Sonic 4 is just like that Sonic game, which you can be like, oh, okay, let's play some Sonic 4 to get your mind off of shit. Like, it's like there's like a good. Also, like, not to be like a little too graphic or anything, but this would be like something like you could have like a traumatic experience or some shit like that, and then you being a Sonic fan, you could just pick up like Sonic 4 and be like, oh, you know what, I love this game or some shit like that, like because then you could just be ironically like playing that shit, and then just be like, oh, you know what, this game isn't that bad because like I got like a homing attack and shit like that, and then Spencer's pretty cool, and then I like little modern designs and shit, which honestly is a little it was kind of feels like they were trying to pull a little mix of degrading of Russian advance and stuff like that, but then they made you pay for it. So I can that's why I can kind of see what would be wrong. But 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 in all honesty, bro, in the Big 25, can we just say that Sonic 4 wasn't even bad? It's not Sonic 4, but as a Sonic game, it's not bad. It's really not bad. Why I say the game is good? Yeah. When I say the game is like a gift from fucking God or some shit, no. Sonic, games like Sonic, they have peak, they have mid, and then they have fucking trash. Sonic 4 at best is mid because it's good, but it's not great. And no, and also listen. I feel like a lot of people are just are mixing up like good with fucking or good with like peak and shit like that. But like if a game is good, then the game is peak. If a game is bad, then if a game is bad, then the game is fucking 0 out of 10. If a game is fucking mid, then it's fucking I guess like Sonic 4 is like in the middle, is like 6.7 out of 10, whereas it's like no, sorry, not even 6 point. That's a 7 out of 10. That's a 7 out of 10. I don't like honestly like it's not even like a terrible game. It's not even like a terrible game. Like it functions. It functions at the very best. It functions it functions fun actually. It doesn't have any, although it doesn't have any momentum like the older games. So again, it is inferior. But if we put something over the name Sonic 4, this would do way better than how it initially turned out, and that's okay. That's okay because again, they even improved it when episode 2 came out to where they had the team-based mechanic and whatchamacallit, and then they made the game look more cleaner and have better mechanics and shit. And then they updated the music and shit. And then they so don't even get me started about the Metal Sonic stories. Don't even get me started about episode Metal Sonic. Or I'm sorry, episode 0 with Metal Sonic and shit. Um, and it's a really fun experience. So Sonic 4 episode 1 is all right. Sonic 4 episode 2, it's okay. It's actually pretty good. Pretty good, actually. Can we agree that? I'm pretty sure we can all agree that that episode 2 is pretty fire. We can definitely agree that. Like I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That being said, though, I think we're gonna get to our final to my final hot take, and then we're gonna go on to other people's hot takes and shit. So let me see. Let me see. FTY Brian, yo, what is up, everybody? What am I saying? He said, yo, what is up, FTY? I can't fucking read. I can't fucking speak. I can't read. I'm so fucking illiterate. What's up to the stream? We're doing Sonic hot takes. Do you have any hot takes for us on the stream? If not, then you can just go ahead and see my hot takes and see if they are valid. You can go back to the stream a little bit. I kind of just go back to some parts and see if I was valid or not for saying certain shit. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and welcome you to the stream and to the channel. And to my other channel, and to my other channel, and to my other channel, and then my second channel, and then my second channel. I don't know, just Also, there's a comment delay, so I might see your comment later than you might expect. So yeah, there's that. Anyways, final Sonic hot take. Metal Sonic Kai was the coolest Metal Sonic. I should have said transformation, but fucking we were here now. Listen, Neo Metal Sonic and Mecha Sonic are good contenders, but then y'all have to realize that this Kaiju NES Godzilla creepypasta looking motherfucker looking abomination damn. This Kaiju NES creepypasta looking abominable transformation is literally on Demon Timing. He's like an Evangelion on Berserk. He's like an Evangelion on Berserk mode. Tell me right now, this motherfucker don't look frightening. Which, if y'all don't know, y'all know who Metal Sonic Kai is, right? Y'all know who Metal Sonic Kai is, right? Just to go ahead and use it real quick. I'm gonna show y'all real quick just to give y'all a glimpse, to give y'all a little reminder of how terrifying this motherfucker used to be. So what's a good picture? Well, how can I get a really good picture? How can I get a really good picture? I need a really good picture of. Yo, what's up, Faye Rankin? Rankin. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. Oh, yo, what's up? You're from the Bendy stream, right? You're from the Bendy stream, right? Right? I'm trying to remember. If I'm wrong, then you could just throw tomatoes at me or some shit. You're from the, but well, I don't know. I don't know if somebody. I don't know if that's somebody else with like a little alternate with a little alternate account. But welcome back. Welcome back to the stream, though. Welcome back to the stream, though. We're doing Sonic hot takes this stream, and I'm about to go ahead and I'm about to go ahead and display why I think my final take is valid. Okay, so I was wrong. Okay, my fault. Newgrounds. Oh, I'm retarded. I'm. Okay. I remember you now. I remember you now. I remember you now because I saw your comment in the comment section. And I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, let's go. And then it's funny because I saw your comment. I saw your also the OG Sonic is better than Superstars. What do you mean? What do we mean by OG Sonic? Let's talk about that. What's the OG Sonic? That could mean so many different things. That could be Sonic 1, 2, 3. That could be like OG Adventure Sonic. Damn fuck. That could be like OG CD or some shit. Like if we're talking about like the whole entire, are you talking about the entire trilogy? Or are you talking about the trilogy? I'm curious, but I need to go ahead and share my screen and turn this down. By the way, because Jesus, that scared the shit out of me. Like, I don't think it's gonna be that easy. The first game, the Sonic 1 better than Superstars. Nah. You might be alone on this one. I'm not gonna lie, you might be alone on this one. You might be alone on this one. You just might be alone on this one. Listen, Sonic 1 isn't even a bad game. I'm just saying that's like listen. The first game, no. The first game, no. The first game cannot be better than Superstars. I'm sorry. It is not better than Superstars. Was it revolutionary? Yes. But no, listen. I can listen if you can give me a valid reason as to how Sonic 1, aka the game that falls into first game syndrome is better than Superstars or any of the sequels that come afterwards. I will, I don't know, I'll shout you out or something like that. I wish I could start like just having like actual prizes or something like that, but like listen, we have to. I'm gonna show y'all what I think is the best Metal Sonic transformation is. Even over, listen, you're listen. No, Super Sonic. Listen, Superstars slander will not be tolerated like this. No, I'm gonna show y'all. This motherfucker was the coolest. This motherfucker was the coolest Metal Sonic transformation of all time, and y'all can't go ahead and change my mind. Y'all cannot go ahead and change my mind. This from Knuckles Chaotix, by the way, which go to game. The OG started it all. Without it, then Superstars wouldn't exist. Hey, that you know that a lot can be said about. Listen. Without, listen. Without this game, we would nothing. None of the franchise, none of the things in the franchise wouldn't exist. So, with that being said, though, as a game though, nah. As a game by itself compared to compared to others, the Big 25, bro. The big you were talking. Listen. I'm saying, are you gonna be playing? Are you gonna be playing Superstars over Sonic 1 in the Big 25? That's something you have to ask yourself, especially when Sonic 1 is available by so many other. Listen, Sonic 1 is available from so many other options from like mobile and from fucking PC, just anywhere. You can play Sonic 1 anywhere. Superstars, that was a terrible. That was actually a terrible fucking. That was a terrible fucking point. Look, my point is that like Sonic 1 doesn't age well. Sonic 1 doesn't age well. Okay, compared to Superstars, uh, Superstars is like speaks for itself with the fact that you have like multiplayer Sonic, you have online you have an online free for all with other players around the world and shit. I I've played Sonic Deluxe with Mighty and Ray. I mean Sonic Mania Plus with Mighty and Ray. Don't worry, buddy. I can't read either. I can't read or type either. Don't worry. But listen, all I'm gonna say is I can stop sharing this by the way. All I'm gonna say is run, run, run. That's it. But with that being said, we have to move on. We have to move on. But so we're gonna go into my playlist of Sonic hot takes that we're gonna be reacting to. So we're just gonna get ready, guys. You ready? Ready for these hot takes? Let's get it.
Opinions are a thing that everyone opinions exist. Real quote there from Roger Craig Smith. Don't Google it.
Wait, dead ass. Is that what Roger Craig Smith actually said? Newgrounds is better than every Sonic game and movie combined. Listen, I love Newgrounds, but let's not go that far, buddy. Let's not go that far, buddy. If we're talking, wait, are you talking about Sonic content on Newgrounds? Are we talking about Sonic content on Newgrounds? Is that what you're talking about?
Sonic franchise opinions are definitely something that you would like to steer very clear from, as the Sonic fandom is very known for being not the kindest towards people's opinions and their own thoughts. I mean, browsing Sonic Twitter is like walking into World War III with no clothes on. It's bad. Which is why I thought it'd be a genius idea to ask all of you for your controversial Sonic movie opinions. Stuff that you've been a little bit too scared to say just because
wait. Ain't you the same? Wait, ain't you the same motherfucker that literally just said that without Sonic 1 there wouldn't be no any other games? Like dog, like wait, without Sonic 1 there wouldn't be all that edgy attitude in the games that you see on Newgrounds. All that edgy shit that came like nah bro, I swear bro, just like Newgrounds attitude follows a lot of the shit that like fucking that a lot of the shit Justin Newgrounds is crazy. A lot of the shit that fucking that a lot of games like fucking Tankman have not Tankman wasn't a game, but like motherfucking Fancy Pants that had a that had gameplays that was literally based off of Sonic, bro. Same with fucking what else? Pico is a primal example of this shit. Like Sega made like listen. No, I'm not talking about Sonic. Listen. I get it, bro. Also I just realized that he probably just I'm just saying I just realized that they probably just typed this up like a long time ago and just this just showed up, by the way. This just showed up. That's how bad this delay is. I'm sorry. But like listen, play no Newgrounds. We're talking about shit like Fancy Pants, which came from Newgrounds. That shit, motherfucker, was that was if we really want to be like that, like that took physics from Sonic. So if we want to be like that, or better yet, motherfucking Pico, as I was saying earlier, was a too cool for school attitude. Which, by the way, who created that in gaming? Sega with Sonic. I'm still trying to figure out like bro, like a lot of the things that you're saying, a lot of things you're saying for like Sonic and shit like that, right? Is worse than Newgrounds and shit like that. Like I've turned Sonic into I turned Sonic thing into a Newgrounds thing. Listen, we're still on Sonic, bro. I'm just saying, like as a Newgrounds fan myself, No. I'm just saying, like, you got him. Let's go. Let's go. It's not even a debate. It's not even a debate, bro. Listen, Sonic rival with Mario. I don't think that Newgrounds is on Sonic's level. I'm just saying, like Sonic was there for like the console wars. Like Sonic has won numerous awards and shit like that. I'm just saying, bro. Like you don't. I'm not like respectfully, Newgrounds has nothing on Sonic. And then there's Madness Con. I'm just sorry. Sonic's just peak. Sonic's just peak. Now, anyways, we're going to read some Sonic hot takes. Let's get it.
For it or like set you on fire for it. And the response was a little overwhelming. I got 1,300 different opinions, quite a couple, and just selected a couple of those to give my opinions on and talk about and all of that. If this video does well and people enjoy it, I might do another one. I might read some more controversial opinions, so comment them down below, comment them on the post, you do whatever. However, the first one I've got here is from Chaotic Sonic Science, who says blue arms actually fit the movie design more than tan arms. It makes Sonic look more natural and fit with the plot of Eggman using his blue quills better in the first movie. It also makes sense with his blue streak and aura that he obtains since he mostly has his arms behind him when running. I'm unsure if this is controversial, but this is my opinion, and I think a few people agree, but just wanted to spread my...
Okay, so blue arms, listen, I've never seen how motherfuckers would crash out over blue arms. I've never seen how motherfuckers would crash out over blue arms. I'm just saying though, honestly, like, I get it, but it's like, Sonic's a blue fucking character. I'm saying. Now, motherfucker, if he had like the thing that got me like, alien hominid. You didn't even spell alien right. That's I'm joking. But like, what do we call it? Fancy. Like, I'm sorry, but without those things, like Sonic, like listen, without Sonic, a lot of those things on Newgrounds wouldn't exist. I'm just saying. Also, I never got how motherfuckers would crash over Sonic having blue arms. Motherfuckers would cut off their Sonic plates like this is gonna be you, Sega. If you make Sonic's arms blue like this fucking Sonic plushie or whatever the fuck. By the way, I have that same Sonic Boom plushie. In case y'all don't believe me, in case y'all think don't believe me, bro. Hold on real quick. I'm gonna be right back. Bro. Give me like 2 seconds, bro. I have that same goddamn plushie, bro. I'm not used. Ah! Where are you? Bro, where's my bro? Oh, there it is. I found him. Yo, I used to make so many plushies with him. I think I know. I still have, bro. Funny thing is, oh shit. No, Silver, no! Silver! Where? Show you to the audience. Here it is. This old Sonic plushie that I used to have back in like the early 2010s. Like he's literally these plushie, like he's like I had this 10 years ago, bro. This plushie is literally fucking 10 years old. That's actually crazy. It's currently collecting dust. Only reason why, listen, If I would listen. If I had the knowledge that I do now into like making these videos and shit, I would, bro. Listen, he wouldn't be collecting this much. Come here, come here. Matter of fact, this sensor collecting dust. You know who else is collecting dust? Come here, come here, Subway. I'll fight for the future. No! Alright, I'm gonna put the rest of this shit back. I have like so many fucking plushies from back in the day, bro. Might put these shits in the sink. I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Ha! But yeah, I never understood like why this motherfucker, bro. So motherfucker would cut his fucking arms off. Why did he make his arms blue? Ugh, some shit like that. I don't know. Nah, they really don't. They really don't look that. They really don't look better than the blue arm design. Like, come on, just look at him. Look at my blue arm, my blue armed glorious king right here. What the fuck? Oh, we're talking about the okay. So far, it's actually looking okay. So far, okay. So far, it's actually looking. Just gonna. What, guys? Yeah, we're just gonna.
Look too bad video game counterpart. Like, he looks completely different because of the different arms. So I agree with this opinion 1,000,000%. Movie design definitely was deserved to have blue arms, not the tan ones. The next comment is from K's random channel 4618, who say, I want Eggman to stay dead. He had a perfect ending to his character arc, and him dedicating his final moments to Stone was so peak. Now this one is certainly something, because the ending of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 for Eggman, perfect, peak, I 100% agree. With him finally admitting that he did like Stone was his friend and they were friends all along, it was a beautiful ending to his character. But at the same time, I absolutely love Jim Carrey in the Sonic movies. He is like such an enjoyable factor of these films. I love him so much.
It would really make because it would really make the the scene where he sacrificed himself meaningless. Honestly, it really would. It really would make it meaningless if he just came back. And now if he came as like a certain if there was like a clone Eggman or like an Eggman Nega or like a Eggman from a different dimension or something like that, that would work. That would work for Jim Carrey's next performance or Jim Carrey's next appearance or some shit. But like, yeah, hopefully they can have that work. They're like, oh well, I survived again. I survived again. Power scale will go crazy. But I'm saying though,
basically anyone I talk to about the Sonic the Hedgehog movies, there couldn't have been a better casting than Jim Carrey as Eggman. That is the best casting they could have ever had. Now, if you asked me this when I first finished Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and just walked out of the theater whether I wanted Eggman to come back or not, I'd say yeah, I definitely do want him to come back. And whilst there's still a bit of me that hopes he makes some sort of appearance, I personally am completely fine with him not returning for the fourth film. The ending was definitely left in a sort of limbo where he could have survived if they wanted to bring him back, but if they didn't want to bring him back, then he died there. So I agree, I think Eggman staying dead is perfectly fine. I would be okay with that. The next opinion is from his_longness, who says the wedding scene in Sonic 2 wasn't bad at all, was fun and made the humans feel useful. People just
get the fuck out of here, bro. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this for one. I understand the point of the wedding scene to make the humans useful, but like that felt so unnecessary. Like without the interaction with like Sonic characters, it just felt so out of place. It didn't feel like a Sonic movie. It just felt like just filler. Cause this is filler night. I'm sorry.
Don't like humans in Sonic projects, but Chris deserves it. And yeah, I can agree Chris does deserve it, but I also agree with this statement personally.
Right.
I loved the wedding scene. It does seem to be a recent trend that a lot of people are hating on the human characters in the Sonic movies, and personally, I don't know why. I love every single human character introduced in these films. The scene where they all got locked up and had to go around hiding from Gun and trying to break them all out was really fun and actually interesting. I liked that part. And I was quite surprised to come out and see that a lot of people hated that scene and thought that it ruined the film for them. So I agree with this one. Again, 3 agrees in a row. Next controversial opinion comes from Amirisphere, who says Tails isn't really getting enough time to develop like the rest of the characters. We're already at Amy and dude is still falling short. Justice for Tails. And honestly, I think you can see it coming. I agree. Again, one.
No. Tails doesn't wait, but Tails' development is still like wait, no, wait, hold on, wait. What's going on? Oh yeah, what's up, Quincy? Welcome. What's up, Daiki Master? Welcome to the stream. We're doing a hot takes and we're kind of reviewing people's hot takes and shit. I actually wanted to. I actually was it just mentioned to you. Now that I think about it, bro. So what you call it? So if you have any hot takes that you want to share with the audience, this would be the perfect stream to go ahead and do so. But with that being said, though, like right now we're doing Sonic movie hot takes. So yeah, if you'd like to join and go ahead and see if y'all agree, then that'd be dope. But anyways, let's get right into it.
100% I agree. Sonic's character is pretty fleshed out.
I don't agree with this because like Tails' like development has been trying to has been I just like well why am I thinking of wait I'm thinking of Game Tails. Has Tails had development? Okay what are we saying? Has Tails had development? Has Tails had development? Well, you know how I feel about forces. That's gonna be a whole thing. Okay. I want you. Okay, so listen. You need to explain yourself about forces. You need to explain yourself about forces. Why do you think forces was the best? Why do you think that forces was the best in the entire movie? Why do you think that forces was the best in the entire franchises? Why you type that? I'm gonna go ahead and continue the video and
based off of this story, but what has Tails got? Tails is just the guy who occasionally builds the tech that they need and just kind of that's it, he's there. I especially didn't like the scene in Sonic 3 where Sonic and Knuckles were arguing with each other and Tails just kind of got ignored in the back. They didn't mention him whatsoever. He was trying to stop them, but they were just ignoring him. Both. Tails.
Actually, wait, that was his development. His development was to be like brave like fucking Sonic and fucking save him and be like his fucking hero. That's literally his entire development. That's literally his whole character of being Tails. Tails' character is literally development. Literally a character, a kid trying to develop into a hero, trying to develop it into his hero. And Knuckles, and literally, Knuckles developed, Sonic developed, and Tails developed. Like, bro, like, have you not seen the scene to where this motherfucker sacrificed himself? Also, we have gotten to this. We have our answer. Let's see. Like, it's not gonna be best by any means. It's not gonna be by any means. It's not best by any means, but all the Game Force is my favorite. I feel like we need more. I feel like we need to elaborate on that more because what do you prefer in your Sonic games? What do you prefer in your Sonic games? Let's talk about that. Which
Tails just keeps getting ignored. And honestly, I'm gonna say it, it might be controversial. This is a little controversial opinion of my own. Shadow has a more developed story in one film than Tails does in 3. All we know.
What? Motherfucker, the fact that this motherfucker was brave enough to go on a fucking adventure and save and literally go into the ozone layer, and the dam, and go ahead and save Sonic and shit like that, to be as brave as Sonic and shit, like, maybe he hasn't gone through like a solo mission. I think that would show a lot. Oh, damn. Well, a lot of y'all are missing. Shadow, of course, Shadow has more development and shit like that. But like, y'all are forgetting that Tails doesn't have any y'all forgetting about Tails' entire character, and not only just like the movies, but like every single kind of medium that he's in. I'm saying. Like, one of his songs are "Believe in Myself." That is literally one of his songs in the adventure games. Like that, like his whole thing is to be like Sonic, bro. And every single entrance, he's developing into the hero that he wants to be, bro. Like Sonic, like Tails is basically every single Sonic fan at their starting point. Everybody has started out like Tails. Let's be real. They all started out like Tails.
Is that he came from a random planet and just basically found Sonic because of his big energy spike thing, and is just there on the planet with him. No clue what Tails' backstory is like, no clue about any of that stuff. He's just kind of appeared for the convenience of the film. But with Shadow, we know all about the Maria stuff, we know about him crash landing on Earth, we know about his time with Gerald, we know a lot of stuff for his backstory. Compare that to Tails, we know nothing. So 1,000,000% I agree with Amirosphere. Tails needs more development. Come on, give us some more Tails stuff. The next comment is from Sonic Addict-Z6P, who says, I think Amy should stay like she was in Frontiers. Calm, hardworking, and excited for her future. I think it's good development for her character to part ways with Sonic. It would honestly help us discover more of her character than just knowing that she likes Sonic. And guys, you're not going to believe it, but I agree. I agree again. One of my main worries for Amy in this film is that...
Okay. We have our answer. Let's see it. Let's see it. Okay, there we go. And in games as a whole, I will always love being able to customize your character. That was one thing for me too. I love the bosses. While Frontiers had 100 times better bosses, I had fun with Forces. So basically, it's like a preference kind of thing. So I get it. I get it. I get it. An opinion is an opinion. And you know what? I'll say, look, I'm not even gonna hold you down that much, but like, motherfucker, like, I will go ahead and tell you that, like, Forces, I, Forces was enjoyable for me too. Don't even get twisted. Like, it could have been as fun as it was for me, as it was for you. But that being said, though, like, if there was like games like Generations and Colors and Unleashed that were out and shit like that, by the way, I had Unleashed, by the way, so it was like, that was probably like the best experience I had on the PlayStation, honestly. So like, and then like if we have like those two games those two games like together and shit. I also like the duo stages; they were fun. I like classic Sonic in the games, no complaints, and I like the story. I had also the duo stages were fun, but like then that's my thing though. Like the story actually. Let me go ahead and like the story ruined one of the most interesting villains in the entire franchise. This is like if like the story is as if motherfuckers really fucked up Mephiles. Now if they put in the custom characters for Frontiers, that would have definitely been my favorite. Okay, so ultimately, if you could customize your characters like this, then this would be the best game, bro. This would be the best game. But we're not talking about that shit. He's just over there. He's probably like a spider on him or some shit. But listen, all I'm saying though is that like they just fucked up like Frontiers. They fucked up not Frontier. It fucked up like Infinite for me. That's the thing that where it gets that's where the story doesn't get it from me. Cause like the story is like Infinite got bullied, and then he became a villain. Like, I'm not weak. I'm not weak. I'm not weak. Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Type shit. I was like, I wish. I'm not even. Listen, Silver will be okay. He'll be okay. He can't be hurt. It's no use. I'll leave. But with that being said, though, like, I just wish that they did the characters justice. Like Tails, they butchered Tails in that game. They butchered whatchamacallit, they butchered a lot. They butchered what I just did over. Look at how they massacred my boy. They gave him some screen time though, and they gave him some really good highlights in Forces. So there is that. And also, I never really seen. I never really. We never got a chaos boss battle. We never got a chaos boss battle. Y'all knows that they show chaos just to show chaos. They show chaos just to show chaos. That's it. They had a short ass null space segment for like 12 seconds, and then they changed it. The Infinite's backstory isn't anything new. Wanting power is common. I can very much admit that the way they did it was really bad. Yeah, of course they did. It was really what the way they did it was really. Yeah, she's hard. And that's fine. But it's also like the fact that it's like. There's also the fact that that's my thing though. Like, if he wasn't if he was going to be such a big deal of a villain, I wouldn't have fucking that wouldn't even have mattered. That wouldn't even have mattered. But because he was led to be such a big deal for a villain and shit, and I actually liked Infinite. I actually still like Infinite. Which a lot of people will be like, "Fuck Infinite, he's a bitch. He lost to a swamp, a stinky. Oh no more Infinite. Oh, he's a fucking ugly, fugly looking monkey. He got beat by he got just on screen by the every time that he's so easy to beat. Easiest boss in my life. Could never get to my glorious King Metal Sonic. I'll be by Infinite like that. Hold on, bro. Like, wait, didn't he throw Sonic Resistance? Saying. Like, wanting power isn't anything new. Like you said, wanting power is just like, if it was made him a cold, heartless dude, that would have made more sense. Just saying. So with that being said, though, yeah, they butchered a lot of characters in Forces, and we never got a shadow boss fight, but we did get a shadow episode. So take that with what you will. So yeah, let's continue.
That she's just going to be characterized as the I love Sonic the Hedgehog, and that is my only factor. That is all you know about me. I just love Sonic and I can't get over him. It's not as big of a worry considering the post-credit scene that we've seen. She just destroyed that Metal Sonic out of nowhere, so I feel like she knows how to fight for herself, and she's not just going to be, oh my god, I love Sonic. The romance stuff, yeah, it'll probably be there. There'll probably be hints of, yeah, I like Sonic. Sonic's cool, and Sonic will probably have his, yeah, I like Amy, she's cool. But I think if we had an Amy that was like in Frontiers, I would be okay with that. I'd be perfectly fine with Amy being characterized just like that. Obviously, they'll tweak it and change some things because this is the Sonic movies. Not everything's the exact same.
I think there are some really. I don't think there's
close representation. But I agree with this person. That should happen. The next comment is from What's a Kayla, who says, I really like how they portrayed Sonic as a kid, and how one of the things they do to add upon that is by making him say a lot of pop culture references, lol. I find it funny, not cringy. I agree, I'm saying it. I agree already. I agree with it. I've seen a lot of people say that movie Sonic is like the worst representation of Sonic ever, and that they absolutely hate movie Sonic.
Okay, this is exactly why a lot of motherfuckers just don't. Just like a lot of people just don't fuck with the movie Sonic because of like the joke and shit. Like, Sonic made some kitty jokes from Like motherfucker, this is the same this is the same fucking company that owns fucking Nickelodeon. Like get that, like fuck on, bro. Also, like it's a kiddie movie. I'm sorry to say, but like we're not gonna I'm sorry to say, but kiddie movies in America just have some shitty ass jokes. Like let's be real. All movies in America in 2025 have shitty jokes. Just saying. That's what everybody's thinking. It's not even the Sonic movies. It's not even Sonic team's fault, because they've made some funny ass jokes. They've made some good ass jokes, but because of the era that we're in, that's just how it is. So that being said, stay mad. So we're just gonna just there we go.
With all of their being, which I just don't get, because movie Sonic is fun. He's very fun. Like, I hear some people say that the pop culture references are annoying, which I just don't get why. He's a teenager, like, kid. He's gonna make references like that. So yes, I agree with What's Kayla. I like how they characterize Sonic in the movies. I like that he's different, and I like that he makes a lot of pop culture references. Big fan. The next opinion is from Titofist Cafe, I hope I said that right, who says, the glazing with Tails at Sonic needs to be toned down a bit. Please give him other things to do other than just be the sidekick kid of the group. Last two movies.
Okay, now this is where you have to go. This is where you have to go. Hold on. The glazing with Tails and Sonic need to be toned down a bit. My bad. Please give him other things to do other than just be a sidekick kid of the group. Last two movies really just felt like he was only there for Sonic and doesn't actually feel like he does anything else in his life. At least in Sonic X. Oh, here we go. Because Sonic X is... No, I like Sonic X. I'm just like, y'all need to stop comparing him to fucking Sonic X, bro. He's not Sonic X Sonic. And he's not Game Sonic. He's not Archie Sonic. This isn't Archie Sonic. This is Game Sonic. Like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, let it marinate. Let the nigga marinate. Pause. Let it marinate. Like, fuck. At least motherfucker trying to do some shit on his own in the movies. But, like, motherfucker, he's the little kid, the brother and shit. Like, he's a little brother and shit. Like, bro, he's not Tails. Fuck off. Get off his dick.
Gadgets and stuff. And this is basically exactly like I said with the Tails stuff before. I 100% agree. Tails has done basically nothing for the past two films he's been in. He's definitely the character we know the least about, which is upsetting because I really like Tails and I want to see and know some more about him. And I kind of disagree with the glazing point because Tails just came to Earth because of Sonic. He likes Sonic. So of course he's gonna glaze the guy a little bit because he loves him. He's the whole reason he went to a completely different planet just to be around him. But I can see the whole toning it down just a tiny smidge, but literally I mean like not that much. So kind of agree, kind of disagree. The next comment is from SuperSmart1256 who says, I don't want Metal Sonic to talk in Sonic 4. Now this is my
oh my god. Oh.
First full disagree. I disagree. I want Metal Sonic to talk in this film, but in some kind of different way. Let me explain it. I want Metal Sonic to talk throughout the course of the film. So at the start of the film, he can't talk, but by the end of it, he's able to speak.
I want Sonic the Hedgehog to be hung upside down in just his underwear.
And it sounds a little bit weird, but I kind of want Metal Sonic to be like some sort of learning AI that kind of adapts. As seen at the end of Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Sonic points out that there's a few details that he misses, and then they have a little sort of fight thing. So the few details that he misses is because he hasn't seen Sonic before, and over the course of the film, and the more that he gets to see him, the more that he becomes to like adapt him, if that makes sense. So originally he's got no clue what it's like to be Sonic, but the more fights that he has with him, the more that he realizes, wait, this is what I'm supposed to do. And then that's where the talking comes from. Eventually he gets the voice.
I see. Tails is great in the movies. Remember the mini movie that took place after Sonic 2 when the robot jumped out? Oh no, you're right. No, you're right. Wait. Remember the movie? Oh, you're talking about Sonic Home Drone. That was a fire movie, by the way. I thought I like no, because this is what the fucking movies would look like if it wasn't in live action. If it just stopped being in live action, be like I'm gonna miss you, Tom. I'm gonna miss you too, Sonic. One more power bump for the road. Yeah, one more power bump. Power bomb. Just like I don't fucking know, dude. But like some I don't know Tails Tails is definitely great in movies. It's but a lot of I think what you're missing though. I think what you're missing though is like a lot of people are familiar when Tails went from zero to hero, and what you call like thanks to Sonic, he proved that he can become more than just a sidekick. He can be like a hero and just like his hero, and do shit solo save Amy like how he did in Adventure 2, go ahead and build the X Tornado in Sonic X, and just start a whole new revolution and get married and like yeah, he got married in the comics, right? That's what happened, right? He got married in the comics, he became his own man. Sonic changed my life. Sonic's the realest nigga I know and shit. Yeah, so with that being said, yes, you're not Tails is a good character and shit like that, but then you also have to understand both sides. You have to understand Tails' character and shit like that. You also have to realize that a lot of people want to go ahead and see that development, which I don't think that people are just letting the season the meat marinate and just let it sizzle on the grill real quick. I agree. I agree. I agree. I thought it was going to be something like that. The games where he breaks the chaos and what? I didn't forget you guys. Nah. What? No.
Voice down and start speaking. Just my own little personal idea, alright? It doesn't have to be just my own little idea, okay? You don't have to agree with this, but personally, I disagree. I want him to talk. The next opinion is from Grafton Gazaway, who says the Knuckles show was very fun and Wade is a great character. And these are two big agrees right here. Huge agrees right here. Everyone just gaslighted themselves.
So so the reason why I think a lot of people just thought that the show kind of sucked was because a lot of Knuckles solo stories had a lot more going on than just him just being Wade's mentor and shit like that. But it's the fact that Knuckles had a fucking solo story that makes this accurate to the games, because he always has a solo story. It don't matter if he's with the Chaotix, if he's with the hoes, if he's over here trying to get collect the pieces to the Infinity Stones. I was trying to make a bar. I know it's the Master One, I'm just saying. But my point though is Knuckles always has a solo story that he knows he has something going on. If anything, this is similar to what happened in Sonic X. I'm just saying. Knuckles always has a solo story that's going on. I'm not saying that everybody else doesn't have a solo story that's going on. I'm just saying that Knuckles, if anything, always has a solo story that's going on. So get off of Knuckles' dick! Ah! Haha! Now I just need to stop forgetting to.
Into thinking that the Knuckles show was going to be really lore heavy and introduce the Chaotix too. Maybe I was responsible. Shut up. I did talk about the leaks, but be quiet. I didn't do that. And since everyone believed it was going to be really lore heavy, when it came to just being a silly little funny Wade and Knuckles show, everyone just hated it and said it sucked. But I'm one of the biggest Knuckles TV show defenders to ever exist. I loved the Knuckles TV show. It was really good. I had a great time watching it. The next opinion is from Opal Light TV, who says Amy and Sonic will actually have a good romantic storyline. I feel like the Sonic movies would be good with a little romance. And oh god, this is a hard one, because personally, I don't hate the Sonic movies if they're going to have just a little bit of romance in there, okay? Just a little smidge. My main concern is that they will not shut up with the romance. They won't stop shoving it in our faces. So I'm not that worried, and I think, yeah, I agree. I'll agree with this one, alright? As long as it doesn't take away from the action and fighting and the fact that Metal Sonic is here, I think their romantic storyline could be okay. The next opinion is from Master Ruler Cube, who says, using the rings as portal to transport was the best thing Paramount could have done in the franchise for years. And again, huge agree, because what else would Sonic do with his rings? He doesn't seem to have lives like in the game.
These aren't even hot. These aren't even hot takes. I'm gonna be real with you. Hot take. These aren't even hot takes. These aren't hot takes. Like, bro, like a hot take would be something that would you have motherfuckers sweating like, oh my god, I draw Sonic and Shadow fan art or whatever the fuck, and then they're kissing, they're doing this. Who would do what? Why did my thing lag? Uh-oh. Is my thing lagging in real life? No! I think better not be lagging. My thing better not be lagging around it. Damn. I think I got a case of the munchies. Okay. So the camera just lagging as I just can't take in all of this. I need to share my screen and stop forgetting to do that, so yeah.
So the rings would be absolutely pointless. So making it that they're little portals for him to travel through, yeah, that's one of the best things they could have done in a while. Fully agree. The next comment is from Novik Nikolovic, who's...
Damn. I feel like a lot of people just forget that, like, a lot of people, like, during release, feel like, I feel like if we're talking about like ring portals in general, I feel like it's like something that's been done since Sonic fucking 1. Bars, by the way.
Rings as portal to transport was the best thing Paramount could have. The next opinion is from Master Ruler Cube, who says, using the rings as portal to transport was the best thing Paramount could have done in the franchise for years.
Again, this is something that Sonic has already done, and Sonic has already done in the franchise for years. They never stopped this, by the way. Because like, motherfucker, we had ring portals in Sonic 1, 3, and Knuckles, and motherfucking Sonic Mania. We had that shit, and we had that shit in the fucking Archie comics and shit. Motherfucker, that was never a new thing in Paramount, bro. That was never a new thing. I'm just saying, like, bro, like, give Sega some credit, bro. Damn. Fuck. Damn. Fuck.
Nikolovic, who says, Run It was the worst ending theme. Fight me. And I agree with this one. I'm sorry, I don't think Run It is a bad song.
Run It was so buns. Run It was so buns. You do this everywhere we go. I'm sorry. Listen, it is catchy, but like compared to everything else, it was so buns. Like, bro, like you're like, this is why I got pissed. It's like motherfuckers were saying that, like, oh, well, Sonic was making terrible music. You're saying that, like, running from Sonic 3 isn't right fucking there. What do you mean? I'm saying.
But just out of all three of them, I feel like it's the weakest. Speed Me Up is just kind of nostalgic. It's nice to listen back on that song and remember all the times when that film was coming out. And Stars in the Sky is a masterpiece. That's one of the greatest songs that Kid Cudi has ever made in his entire life. It's peak. It's such a good song. So, yeah, I agree. Run It was the worst ending theme out of all of the three. The next opinion is from Sekai21, who says, I want Agent Stone to somehow become the villain now. Eggman, dead. Agent Stone, alive and probably traumatized due to the loss of Eggman. Give him his own villain arc due to his grief. And yeah, I agree with this one 100%. I've been saying this for a while, that I feel like Agent Stone is going to be the next...
Yeah, Agent Stone on the battlefield with Team Sonic, bro. So, listen, we already got somebody like, sort of like fucking Metal Sonic or some shit. If anything, I keep calling him Dr. fucking Stone, because of Dr. Robotnik, and he works for the doctor. I thought he was a doctor too, but he's an assistant. He's Agent Stone. Agent Stone! Agent Stone, I'm sorry, like, Agent Stone, he wouldn't work as good enough to be a villain. I'm sorry, he can be a villain. Not even a side villain. He would just be like a good assistant at best. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If this, now this was like an anime or some shit like that would definitely work. But like, no, this is live action. Like it just doesn't work in live action. I'm sorry. Why does it not work in live action? I don't know. It feels more like an anime trope. I don't know. But that being said, though, I just like there's other villains in the Sonic series that they could throw as a villain. I'm just saying, but you know, that's just me.
Next big villain that we get once Eggman is gone. I don't necessarily think that he will be the big villain, like, you know, the big bad guy instead of Metal Sonic, but I feel like he will be controlling Metal Sonic, if that makes sense. He'll be the one that kind of helps make them, helps him like improve and adapt. He'll be the one that's kind of coaching and motivating him, because due to Eggman's death and his nice heartfelt speech, he's actually really upset that Eggman's gone. And for the convenience of the film, he's going to be angry at Sonic and the gang for it. And the last opinion is from ZA Water Pumpkin, who says, I think the second movie should have focused more on Sonic and Tails' friendship, because I think Knuckles kind of got in the way of that. It's just that their friendship doesn't have the same charm they have in the games.
Wait, hold on.
I think Knuckles kind of got in the way of that. It's just that their
I think the second movie should have focused more on Sonic and Tails' friendship because I think Knuckles got. Why does everybody? No, actually, no. Real question, bro. Like, do y'all actually understand what the adaptation is? Do y'all understand what an adaptation is? It's not supposed to be like the games. It's not supposed to be like the show. It's not supposed to be like the books. It's supposed to be like the movie, because it's its own adaptation. They follow the exact same tropes as the characters. They have a great relationship. I'm trying to figure out. It doesn't have to be exactly one-on-one with the games. I'm like bro, why? We've seen so many things with like Sonic and Tails and Sonic 2 alone. Why do we need more? We're obviously gonna get more. That's like this is like this question is like this question is like it's like you know, it's like our girl over here saying like what's wrong, like because I'm not gonna see you anymore today. We're about to go to sleep. You sure you're gonna see me today, bitch? We live in the same room. We're gonna see each other again. Don't worry, we're good. Why are we crying? It's all good. Like, you sure you're not gonna cheat on me with another girl? Like, brother, I don't have the skill to cheat. Bro. I'm looking at me with you. Go to sleep. Like, brother, what is this fucking question? What is this, bro? I have to go ahead and share the screen. Whoops.
1,000,000%. One of the main reasons that I love seeing movie Sonic and Tails together is because of how much Sonic and Tails in the games love being with each other. When I really start to think about it, I think, well, movie Sonic and movie Tails, they're not as close as they are in the games. And I do think that due to the introduction of Knuckles and Tails, Knuckles kind of took over more of the film than Tails did. And there wasn't a lot of moments for Sonic and Tails to really get close and become closer friends like they are in the games. So yeah, I agree with that one too. If you're somehow still here, thank you so much. It's a very long video. This one's longer than usual. Comment any of your controversial opinions below, or if I said something that I agreed with that you disagree with, comment it down below. Why not? Let me know your opinions on the Sonic movies, of course. Thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe.
Let's clap it up for Mason Parkinson, yeah. W video. Then we're gonna have one more video for now, but next stream we're gonna I'm gonna continue this on. I feel like that's where we're getting to the juicier hot takes, because this is from your boy SF Productions. He knows when to keep it real. I don't agree with everything that he says. I don't agree with it, but you know, he makes some valid points. So with that being said, though, I'm going to see the craziest Sonic hot takes by SF Productions. Love him or hate him, let's give him his praise for just hitting 60,000 subscribers. Let's give me to 1,000 subscribers. Yo, what's up, one Muslim man? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? We're over here. We're chilling. We're about to. We have some Sonic hot takes on this live stream, and if you have any hot takes for Sonic, that if you have any Sonic hot takes, that would be pretty dope. If you do, let me just do something real quick. If I may, you could also click in a hot take if you want. Yeah, you can put in a little hot take if you want. Then go ahead and see if it's valid or not. If I deem it valid or not. But yeah, pal. We said their word ours. Golly, I hope this works. You turn on this machine. Now you gotta believe. Why is the chicken strips just not chickening? Fuck it. What the heck? That's not what I said.
Hi, G-Dub.
Yeah.
So, what is your hottest Sonic take?
Jason Griffith flipping six.
All right, well.
Okay, so get out!
Oh, okay. Now everybody's just gonna click off the video. Sonic hot takes. Every Sonic fan has at least one. A little while ago, I asked you guys for some of your wildest / most unpopular Sonic hot takes or opinions. So to celebrate hitting 60,000 subscribers, let's take a look at your hottest Sonic takes. Johnny300 says, Ryan Drummond is the best Sonic voice. I personally think he captures the coolness aspect of Sonic way better than the
I
other
already
voice actors.
discussed this on why the Ryan Drummond craze is. I started the Ryan Drummond praise for him being the best Sonic voice actor and shit. It really comes down to nostalgia because if you really just think about it, bro, if you really actually listen to the Drummond's performances as Sonic, it's just, I'm sorry, it's not the best that we've gotten. I'm sorry, he can't, if you compare him to Jason or Roger, he's he can't emphasize certain emotions that Sonic can feel or some actions that Sonic can take compared to Roger or Jason or the other cast members, even fucking what's his name? Well, I can go ahead. Yeah, I can go ahead and put in Devin Mack in here and say that he was. I know a little about Sonic. Oh, you know a little bit about Sonic? Oh, well, this is just well, you don't have to think about it too much. But I don't know. Whatchamacallit, this is for Sonic fans to go ahead and just yell at each other. So if you don't feel like you don't know anything, just don't worry about it. That's all for fun. You can just hear me yap, just hear me flap my lips. But I do appreciate you for joining the stream, though. And you can share what you do know about Sonic, and then we'll talk about it.
do. Also, huge congrats. Hey, thanks, man. While I do see the appeal of Ryan Drummond's Sonic voice, he's always been my least favorite. He's not bad by any means, far from it. Like you said, I think he captures the coolness aspect of Sonic quite well. It's just that, I guess for me, Sonic's other voice actors just suit him way better in my opinion. Like, Roger Craig Smith can convey certain moods for Sonic's character that I don't think Ryan can, making his version of Sonic seem much flatter if you ask me.
Yeah, like, this motherfucker sounds like a he just sounds like it. He sounds like a 90s mascot, which that's exactly what he is. Exactly what the fuck he's doing, bro. Exactly what the fuck that is.
However, I guess at the same time, that could possibly be due to the voice direction and not the voice actors themselves. Because, I mean, we've seen the difference between Roger's performance in Colors as compared to Frontiers, for example. The difference is night and day there. So, who knows? Sendo says, Sonic Lost World deserves much more love, and the only reason it doesn't get that love is because people have preconceived notions about the quality of the game and are unwilling to challenge those long-held feelings and
By the way, I have opinions that change over time. I just have fast opinions change over time, and this one will never change. So let me just say, yes, finally, Lost World deserves more love and needs more.
in any meaningful way. I've always been a defender of Lost World. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you would probably
No, I'm not gonna lie yet. Yeah, I did see it.
know this, but despite Lost World's shortcomings, because yes, there are a lot of them, I still find the core gameplay to be a lot of fun. I know the story is bad, I know the art style is pretty bland and uninspired, I know the areas you explore practically boil down to a Mario Galaxy clone, but when you actually sit down with the game and mess around with the parkour system, it opens up.
Honestly, if you really think about it, bro, like, didn't Mario Galaxy already copy Sonic? Like no, it literally copied Sonic like twice because of the isometric not the isometric view, because the fucking, because this is exactly how like motherfuckers thought that Sonic Extreme would look. This is how motherfucking Sonic Extreme was about to look, and like the fucking physics from Galaxy was really stolen from fucking Sonic Adventure 2. So yeah.
Up way more possibilities with Sonic's movement than you would normally get out of a game like Generations or even Unleashed. I don't think Lost World is nearly as good as those games, but again, I do agree that Lost World deserves some more recognition. Okay.
Yo.
What is your hottest Sonic take?
You know classic Sonic and Sonic Generations?
This is gonna be the most basic bitch ass hot take. Oh, Sonic Generations just isn't cool. Like, nigga, we know. We know.
Is that it?
Every time I played Generations, I get more and more depressed the more I have to play classic Sonic.
I don't think he's terrible in Generations,
Yeah, he's not terrible. Like, nah, if it was enforced, that'd be a whole different story.
but
Oh yeah, he's not like awful, but he's
Yeah.
different enough from like Mania and the actual classics that like I just don't want to replay him anymore.
well, how would you compare Generations classic Sonic to Forces?
Oh, definitely better. Definitely better.
Okay, just making sure you're not one of those
Forces
guys.
is its own. Oh, definitely better.
Well, how would you compare Generations classic Sonic to Forces?
Oh, definitely better.
Oh,
Definitely
Okay,
better.
okay, just making sure you're not one of those
Forces
guys.
is its own thing.
Tropixify says, I actually enjoyed the writing in Sonic Colors.
Alright, there's something we gotta talk about. Something we have to talk about. Okay, so for anybody who don't know, for a summary of Sonic Colors. Sonic Colors was basically just okay, so we're about to snitch on Eggman. Oh wow, we found some alien wisps. We free the alien wisps, and then we crack some fucking jokes, and that's it. That's literally it. The only thing that I'm not gonna lie, this is probably like the only story that I think is better than Colors. The only thing that the story trumps is his fucking Colors. I'm sorry, and I'm just saying it right now, bro. Listen, which no, I'm sorry to slander you like this, but like. Motherfucker, Sonic Boom had a better story than fucking Colors. Sonic 06 had a better story than fucking Colors. Forces had a better story than Colors. Forces butchered so many characters, and it still did better. Boom! Boom! Almost killed the franchise, but it still had better. It still had better story than Colors. I'm saying, Colors wasn't shit. It was not shit at all. Just realized that bit. Embarrassing.
Okay, look, I love Colors just as much as the next guy, but I still don't really like the writing. For what it is, it's fine, you know? It's definitely what the series needed at the time, and I do appreciate the more humorous approach at times, but when looking at the writing and the story as a whole, yeah, not a huge fan. More power to you, though. IA Vlog says, congrats on the 60K, here's my hot take. I feel like the younger generation of Sonic fans will appreciate Sonic Forces even more compared to our generation. For example, a lot of reviews of Sonic
is he talking wait, hold on. Is he talking about the from like 2013 to 2014? And like if his generation is like the 90s and 2000s and shit like that, I would get it, but like also like we were born in like in 2007, and when we didn't get into Sonic until like 2013, so like the motherfuckers who got into 2013, who got into Sonic in 2013, are we the new fans? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. And this is for the fans. I'm just saying, like for Sonic fans, what category are we? The younger fans or some shit? Is that us? Because I actually enjoy Forces. This despite how boring it is. I know how flawed it is. I'm just saying it's like. That would probably make more sense or whatever the fuck. But I'm just saying I played a lot. I mean, before Forces, I played a lot of Sonic. So like, I'm saying like, a lot of older games. I'm saying like, yeah, it's like I don't understand. Like I might be in this category. It would probably make sense for me. So yeah.
Sonic Unleashed were bad at the time the game released, but many years later.
Also, like I played. Also when I was 4, I played fucking Gems Collection on DS, so yeah, there's that.
It is one of the... It cuts off there, but I'm assuming they bring up how Unleashed over time got more and more praise. So yes, I 100% agree. One day, a lot of people will look back on Forces and think, well, okay, maybe it wasn't that bad. Hey, even now, I'm starting to tread that direction as well. I don't actually think Forces is a terrible game. I think it's just kind of a boring and shallow game, but it's nothing unplayable. So yes, I do see people in the future giving Forces more praise. Unleash, what's up, man?
Not much, mate. What about yourself?
I'm doing good, Look, we all know you're the king of hot takes.
Okay.
So what is your hottest Sonic take?
So, Sonic CD. Playing the game is a horrible experience. I'm sorry. Well, no, I'm not sorry. No. People actually got up the cutscenes in the game, the visuals, the music, but rarely do I ever see people talking about the actual gameplay in the game. The level design. It simply just... This is not very good, is it? Like Palm Tree Park.
I agree. What you're saying is the gameplay is terrible. You're saying the gameplay is terrible. You're saying CD. Hold on. We're talking about CD. We're talking about the gameplay of CD versus the level design for CD. The CD level design could use some work, but the overall gameplay though, from traveling through time, from the past, present, the past, the present, and the future as well. The cards, just take 3. Let's do it. Take it to the trip into the future with me. Did y'all get that reference? But Frodo, if we're talking about gameplay wise, he's wrong. If we're talking about level wise, he's right. But gameplay wise, he's wrong. Because if we're saying that fucking CD is a horrible experience because of the levels, if you're a big fan of the levels, then you might be right. But then you've got Stardust Speedway, which is not that bad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not just talking about it because no. No, like Stardust Speedway is actually a pretty fun level. And so is Palm Tree Panic, but then you get to like Wacky Workbench, which yeah. But then the fact you can kind of like switch the levels with when you go back in time or when you go forward in time and shit like that, it also makes a really good experience and shit like that. And also the fact that you got like the special stage levels, which actually are like the first signs of like fucking 3D aesthetic and shit like that. Which by the way, which I which I like how those played by the way, which something that really hasn't really been more explored until like you look at the whatchamacallit, the fan games and shit like that. So yeah, there's definitely some gems. There's definitely some gems to be appreciated in CD that make it a glorious experience actually, instead of just being a bad or horrible experience. But let's continue.
Sonic, it starts out okay. When you get to Collision Chaos, it all just goes downhill. The common complaint that people used to say towards this to combat this is to say that no, just don't play it like a Sonic game. It's just okay then. But what kind of like rebuttal is that? Why would I not want to play a Sonic game like a Sonic game? I just don't think this really like a Sonic game. Used to say towards this to combat this is to say that no, just don't play it like a Sonic game. It's just okay then. But what kind of like rebuttal is that? Why would I not want to play a Sonic game like a Sonic game?
Do people actually say this bullshit? I actually wait. No, actually no. Wait. That's a dumbass question. I know motherfuckers say this bullshit. They'll be like, "Oh, I don't play like a Sonic game," and they do this for every single. They do this for every single game. Like, oh, don't play this like a Mario game. Don't play this like a Call of Duty game. Don't play this like a Gears game. Don't play this like a entry in the title. And don't play this like an entry title. Don't play this like this. Don't play like. Motherfucker, it is in the franchise. It is supposed to be played like that said series. I am going to judge it as that said series. Stop saying this bullshit. I'm glad you said this, by the way. I still disagree, but I'm just saying though, like, it's a terrible take.
I just don't think this is really a great game to play. Cool visuals, cool cutscenes, yes, that's good or whatever, but gameplay, I'm sorry, it's just not very good, mate.
Hey, I'm inclined to agree. I don't hate Sonic CD. I really don't. But I do agree that the level design is really weak, and it should not be as exploration focused as it is. So yes, I do agree. The Real Bobblehat says Secret Rings and Black Knight are both criminally underrated games.
Okay, we gotta talk about this. Okay. If we're talking about like aesthetic wise, yes. If we're talking about music wise, yes. However, if we're talking about like the gameplay and shit like that, I love me some Sonic and the Super Rings, bro. I gotta be real. We have to be real, bro. Like games like this really just depend if you want to blame it on motion controls or not. So like in a certain way, if you must be I don't think that Sonic really worked with motion controls like that. I don't think any game that wasn't Wii Sports worked with motion controls. I'm gonna say it like that, bro. If you were not a game that wasn't like exclusively made, if you were in a game series that wasn't exclusively made for that said motion controls, console, then you just didn't work. You just didn't work. I'm sorry. You just did not work. That's it. Like I feel like it's because no, and that's my thing. Like, which also gets into my thing. Right. The thing though is Sonic and the Secret Rings was around the same time when 06 came out. So like a lot of people were like, "Oh, this game is ass." Straight up chuggy. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. I don't know what that shit means, but hey. Basically, look, the game doesn't control well, but the aesthetics are pretty fun. And also, if the game were to control well, then there would be a better game. Which is why I also think that like Sonic and Black Knight was a better game on the Wii to go ahead and play. And I wouldn't be wrong. I really wouldn't be wrong for saying that. I really wouldn't be wrong for saying that because like whatchamacallit, like because it trolls good enough for you to go in and feel like you're in fucking Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but I feel like I feel like y'all know what I'm talking about. I feel like I know what I'm talking about. I feel like y'all know what I'm talking about. Because like it felt like I was playing Zelda in that bitch, right? I was like, just like using my Wiimote to go ahead and like use like an actual fucking sword. Like that's like because like if you play Zelda like if you play like Zelda on the Wii, that's exactly what the fuck the shit was. That and also Nintendo Land, and then you really felt like you were in the fucking world of Legend of Zelda, except it was just like your own character and shit. So I definitely get that, but that also with that being said, you also have to realize is that like motion controls really work for like exclusives, and that's like I don't feel like exclusive titles. I don't feel like non-exclusive titles can work with motion controls and shit. And let alone like motion controls really just aren't for everybody, and that's fine. But I don't feel like that should be degrading the game and shit like that. But I do think, but it could go either way. That's basically what I'm saying. So it's down to it's down to whether you blame the game for motion control or not. So yeah, that being said, let's just lead right into it.
I think I might be in the minority when I say that I am just not a fan of the storybook games whatsoever. I love the stories, I love the aesthetics, I absolutely adore the soundtracks, but when it comes to the core gameplay, I'm not a fan. Secret Rings is obviously the worst offender of the two, mainly because the motion controls are practically the entire gameplay. With Black Knight, it's a tad bit better, but I wouldn't say it's great. It still feels kind of stiff to control Sonic, and I'm not very fond of the Wii Remote swinging. But I still respect the hell out of that opinion because these games do have a lot going for them,
Right.
and if you enjoy them, then that's great. Shadow Ultimate Lifeform says, Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric is a good game, and wouldn't be seen as
Ooh, what do y'all feel about that? What do y'all feel about that? What do y'all feel about that? What do y'all wait? Let me read the rest of it. Hold on. And wouldn't be seen as bad if it didn't change the formula so drastically if it wasn't being compared to a game like Generation. No, bro. Okay, this is okay. You had me, and then you lost me. Boom is bad because it's fucking because it doesn't know how to operate on the Wii U. Sorry, it didn't know how to operate on the Wii U. I'm sorry. Listen, if it operated better and if it and if it didn't change the fucking designs as bad as they did, as well as like I don't know, like didn't get put on the fucking Wii U or some shit. I'm just saying, no, I can know some real shit, but like. I don't understand why they ported that shit specifically on the Wii U when something like that deserves to be like on fucking PlayStation or some shit like that. Like when they were porting shit on the Wii U and shit like the Wii and the Wii U and not versus how they're moving when they're porting shit to like the Xbox and PlayStation and shit. That went hard. They went dummy. They made all types of lots of funds and money. I'm not fucking Eminem, bro. I don't know why I act like Eminem. My point is that like you lost me at the last point. You lost me at the last part. Sonic Boom may have been listen. Sonic Boom is not a good game, but like that combat system. If y'all remember, that combat system was actually pretty fun and shit. So yeah.
as bad if it didn't change the formula so drastically and wasn't being compared to games like Generations. You know what? I actually somewhat agree with this. I wouldn't go as far as to say Rise of Lyric is a good game, and I do think it's worse than Generations and other games. I also think that Rise of Lyric being seen as bad is not exclusively because of the formula switch up. The game was launched with a ton of technical issues and bugs that hindered the game a lot, but back in December...
Yeah, bro, 'cause like, listen...
The game was launched with a
ton of...
You know
how good this would look if it was on the PS5? Or back then the PS4? It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. PS3, 4, 5, we don't... But yeah, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Xbox One S, Xbox S. That's our Xbox Series S. Bro. Oh, Series X, I'm sorry. The PC... Motherfucker, like, I know this was one of the second's biggest flops, but y'all gotta realize, bro, if this was ran better, yo, you know how fucking you know how fucking gorgeous this game would look. This game would still be this game would probably would still be hated because of the designs. But like, bro, like I'm telling you, bro, they just needed to tweak some things from this game, and then we got Sonic Boom, Rise of the Goat. That's it.
Of technical issues and bugs that hindered the game a lot. But back in December of 2023, I think, I replayed this game on an emulator with 1440p and a 60 FPS patch, and oh my god, I was shocked at how much fun I was having with the game. When you actually play the game without the hardware limitations, it's not a terrible game. The gameplay is still pretty shallow at times, and the puzzles are very easy.
This is also this is exactly why I'm not a PC player. This is exactly why I'm a PC player, and why like, listen, I'm just saying, controller for life. But I'm just saying though, it's like if I had to choose between like playing on a PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo, or even Sega, bro, I'm sorry, but PC has to be in my heart. I'm a PC gamer. I'm not gonna go ahead and gloat like the other PC gamers, like, oh, yeah, dude, like, you never have a quality PC like me. You'll never know I used to have hoop dreams until I found other ways to score. If you're gonna be my bitch in Call of Duty, you have to be obedient. You cannot be a whore. Some shit like that. I don't know. My point is that, like, I'm not gonna go ahead and scold motherfuckers for not getting PC or some shit. I will defend myself as a PC gamer, same as how I used to go ahead and defend myself as an Xbox gamer and a Nintendo gamer and shit like that, because I got older and shit. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, PC for life, and this video fucking proves it. If Sonic Boom can run great on PC, then switch to PC. There's no point in getting a console anymore.
But I never realized beforehand how beautiful the environments were, or how good the animations are. And even with the gameplay, I didn't hate it. So while I guess I don't agree with your specific reasoning on why Rise of Lyric is often overlooked, I do agree that there is something here underneath all of the game's technical issues, and it's just kind of unfortunate how we were never able to see that potential fully realized.
Yo, what's up, fucker?
Oh, Shallow of 10, let's get it! Wait, Shallow of 10? Is that what it is? Oh man, okay. Small Sonic YouTuber, and damn, small Sonic YouTuber in the function, but we got I do respect him a lot, so yeah.
All right. You do not have to do all that, bro. Come on.
Why not?
Okay, what is your hottest Sonic take?
My hottest Sonic take is that Sonic Superstars is a top 3 Sonic classic game.
Let's fucking go! Let's go! Oh wait, hold on for a minute. Wait a minute. Get it how you live it. Ooh. Yes, sir. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? Everyone around the world, come on. Bro, speak for the GOAT, bro. Speak for the GOAT. Let's go. Superstars is up. Yes. Ooh, we're up. We have it! Yes, go, little Sonic, go. Okay, let me calm down. Let me see his reasoning. Because he can have some shitty reasoning for like the other guy. I'm just saying. You probably might not have it, but I'm just saying because the other dude just let me down. It's like, Sonic Boom might be good. Because like, I did used to enjoy Sonic Boom back when I had no fucking taste in games. It's just like, but like, you know.
You're actually lying.
And it's also
Jesus.
and it's better than Mania. And it's better than Mania.
Oh,
That's my hot take.
oh, let's go! Oh wait, hold on.
Yo, let me explain.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think Sonic Mania is a great game. It's a fantastic game. I love Mania, but Sonic Superstars does for me what Sonic Mania doesn't. I think Sonic Mania does really good. Like, it's a good iteration on like Sonic 2 level design, while I think Sonic Superstars is a great iteration on like Sonic CD and Sonic 3 and Knuckles level design. And I love Sonic CD. It's also my top 3 classic Sonic games. But I think, the only 2 issues I have with the game really are the bosses, but I don't really mind because I love playing the level design, honestly. Besides, again, Golden Capital, I think is amazing. I really love the gameplay. I love the chaos abilities. I think they're super underrated. And when utilized like in the levels, they are really, really fun. I think they're super. I think is amazing. I really love the gameplay. I love the chaos abilities. I think they're super underrated. And when utilized like in the levels, they are really, really fun.
Wow. What
Yeah.
a load of bullshit. Clap
Yeah,
it
so
up.
Nah, bro, you talk your shit. Oh my god, bro. He said nothing, bro. He did nothing, but just spit facts. He spit. Oh my god. 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 Oh my. Get the shit out the way. Oh my god. 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 Oh. 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 Super, yes sir. Oh my god, let's get him. Ah, suck it. All right, let's see what he has to say.
Up,
My nuts.
everybody. Jake Senzi says Eggman Land is a good level and its difficulty is fitting considering it's the last level of Unleashed. I 100% agree with this. Its difficulty is fitting considering Jake Senzi says Eggman Land is a good level and its difficulty is fitting considering it's the last level of Unleashed. I 100% agree with this. Eggman Land is a perfect test of skill that encapsulates everything you learned throughout your Unleashed playthrough. Of course, I hope you're talking about the HD version of Unleashed because I do not like the Wii version's Eggman Land that much. The difficulty can be a turnoff for a lot of people, and I completely understand that because the game doesn't really ease you into it all that well in my opinion. But yes, I do think after some practice, Eggman Land is a great final level. JM Clarko says, Game Gear games are madly underrated, with the exception of Blast and Spinball. They're all solid games that I've found to be super replayable over the years. Also, yes, that includes Labyrinth. I actually have a soft spot for it. I think it's because they have ideas that have yet to be returned to since, such as a solo Tails game for example. Yeah man, I'm a huge fan of Sonic Chaos and Triple Trouble especially. They're just good 2D platformers. Sure, they're not as advanced as the Genesis games or anything, but they're loads of fun on their own. Apart from those though,
I have nothing to say about this.
I was never a fan of any of the rest. I tried to like Drift and Tails Adventure, but I don't know, they're just not for me. X-Pool. So what is your hottest Sonic take?
My hottest Sonic take is easily that I am a massive fan of the Sonic 4 games.
That's a bomb.
Oh shit. 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 I don't think of Sonic 4 like that, but No! Oh no, Silver, no! Let me stop playing around, bro.
I'm shot right there.
If you don't look at it as a direct sequel to Sonic 3, I think they're really solid little platformers. And when you look at it as its own thing, especially the original mobile version that doesn't look like it's Vaseline smeared, like, it's a really, really solid time. Because the physics are, when people point to Sonic 4 Episode 2 about, like, the physics, like, oh, the physics are good in Sonic 4 Episode 2, but they're bad in Sonic 4 Episode 1. They're, like, the exact same. The physics, honestly, you can have fun with them because I've had moments where, like, I can easily, like, abuse a spin charge to where I can gain a crap ton of airtime. And yeah, maybe it's not, like, anything like what the Sonic 4 or the Sonic 1, 2, and 3 trilogy would do.
Yeah.
As its own thing, I think that's really, like, unintentionally pretty cool. I don't think they're, like, phenomenal games or anything. They're nowhere higher than B tier, but I think everyone calling them, like, big pieces of shit when we have, like, Sonic 06, Sonic Boom, Sonic Forces,
Right.
so many more games that were, like, way worse and way more boring.
Yeah.
Like Sonic 4 triumphs
Absolutely.
all of those games by a mile.
That's
Easily.
fair. That's fair. Zero1 says, Eggman and Tails' levels in Sonic Adventure 2 aren't that bad as people say they are. Once you get used to the controls, they're actually fun due to all the carnage you can cause with the missiles. I completely understand why people like the mech stages in Sonic Adventure 2, because, let's be real, it's pretty fun to blow
I just don't like the sound every time you shoot something.
shit up, but I just don't like how mindless they are, I guess. I never really found there to be much skill involved in these levels. Sure, going for that S rank might be pretty difficult, but I'm never motivated to go for that S rank because the core gameplay there is simply not fun to me. Ian says, Classic Sonic does not deserve the hate. People say that he needs to die, but if you actually use your brain and remember, Classic Sonic is younger Sonic. So if Classic Sonic didn't exist and somehow died, then modern Sonic, aka older Sonic, would also die. Classic Sonic is where Sonic began.
What
If
people
Classic
mean by Sonic, yeah. I don't think he understands why people understand. I don't think he understands why people want Classic Sonic to die, or what he means by people want Classic Sonic to die.
Classic Sonic never existed, nothing about Sonic would have existed. Classic Sonic is more important than people realize. Forces, Tails said he was from a different dimension. My guesses are number 1, the classic dimension, or number 2, the past, which honestly I think is the same thing. So I do agree with what you're saying, but I don't think that's what most people refer to when they talk about how Classic Sonic should die. They mean in terms of how he keeps reappearing in modern Sonic games, like, you know, Forces and Superstars. And I think it even extends to how classic levels like Green Hill keep reappearing in Sonic games. That's what I think a lot of people mean when they say things like Classic Sonic shouldn't be around anymore, or he should die. It's not in a literal sense. They're just saying that maybe Sega shouldn't be relying on nostalgia for future Sonic releases. They should just make something completely brand new with the modern characters. I think you're taking more of a lore/story approach. Makes any sense.
So, you know, limited run games? I think they should deliver their special editions about 10 years in the future next time, you know?
Okay. I'm following. I'm following. I swear to God, dude.
Where's my Shadow Gents Collector's Edition, bro?
If that does not arrive this month, I'm gonna be pissed. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, but on the real, my hot take is, I don't think there's anything wrong with Sonic's current model. Like the one they've been using in Sonic Frontiers. All they gotta do is just pose them right.
Thank you. Like, not gonna lie, like, the pose for Sonic's current model or some shit like that, like, it has, the shading is so ugly. It's so, they said fucking movie Super Sonic was ugly. I want you to think about that real quick. They said movie Super Sonic was ugly. Just think about that real quick. Think! Super Sonic is up. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go show you. I'm gonna show you. Super Sonic is ugly. Super Sonic is so ugly. Oh my god. Super movie Sonic from Sonic 3. I'm not talking about the one in Sonic 2. I'm talking about the one in Sonic 3. You're telling me that Super Sonic was ugly when he not only did look better than the 1 and 2, but he looked better than every single previous model? Hold on real quick. Do anything flip out. Do anything flip out. Yeah. Do anything flip out. Do anything flip out. Yeah. I need a 4K version of it. I need a 4K. So I'ma just be generic. Okay. They looked at this thing. Somebody used this frame to go ahead and call Supersonic ugly. They called Supersonic ugly, bro. They called Supersonic ugly, and then they were like, "Oh, we need to change this model." They will complain about that. That's why, bro. They looked at this shit and was like, "Oh, Supersonic is ugly." Where? Just saying. Motherfuckers will say anything in the Sonic series is ugly. I'm just saying. They'll say anything and hate on it. And it's not really proving my point, but I'm just saying I was like, actually, maybe I should prove my point. Okay. Let me show you actually, nah. I don't feel like proving my point. Because he's gonna do it for me. So let's just go ahead and do that.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
Like, sure, the quill length could be improved, I guess. Maybe it could be, like, lengthened a little bit. But to me, it's, like, really not that big of a deal. Definitely not worth, like, months of Twitter conversations over. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, you know, but
it gets
Let's see that.
a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But to me, it's, like, really not that big of a deal. Definitely not worth, like, months of Twitter conversations over. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion, you know, but
it gets to a point.
I also really like the fur from the Frontiers model too. And also, like, when I talk about the posing, like, you know, when they drop the soap shoes code, for example, like the image they use for like soap shoe sign, like that looks great.
Drop the soap shoes.
That render, in my opinion.
Ike the Bot says, I hate it when Sonic says gotta go fast. It's fine if it's used in a way that Sonic isn't actually saying it, like in promotional material or in the 4Kids Sonic X opening, but when Sonic himself says it, I don't like using the word cringe, but it's the perfect.
I don't necessarily. I don't want to go ahead and say that he's right. But I can see how it would be considered cringe. I feel like he's just gonna agree though. So.
Perfect word to describe it. Man, you really don't like Sonic having a catchphrase, yeah? Hey, I get it. Now that I think about it though, I don't really recall any moments outside of the movies where he says gotta go fast. For the movies, I think the catchphrase fits him quite well, but if he said that in the games, yeah, I don't think I would like that very much. Shadow Fearless says, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity over OG Riders. I still haven't gotten good in the first Riders, so my opinion could change, but for now, Riders Zero Gravity is a better game in my opinion, down to the character roster, the maps, and how it controls. Riders Zero Gravity is definitely the more accessible game from my experience. I guess I still do prefer the mechanics in the OG Riders, but I still fucking suck at that game. It has such a high skill floor that it is pretty difficult for people to grasp. Again, I have trouble with it. Riders Zero Gravity does take a much more simplistic and streamlined approach, which I completely understand why people prefer that. No comment on the roster and the maps though, because if I'm being real, I don't really remember what maps are from which game. Yo. Needle Mouse, what is your hottest Sonic take?
I think that Shadow 05 is better than Sonic Colors, and I know.
Okay, so now, so here's what you gotta do. So, just go to that mental hospital like 2 blocks down. You're gonna have some nice people to go ahead and talk to. I think it's just gonna be better for us. Not you. Just us. Us. Normal people. I'm joking, by the way. I'm just saying that I just disagree because as much as I hate the story and colors, it just has it like that's just a terrible take, honestly. You know what I mean, man?
Oh, it's like this sounds like a horrendous take, and like objectively speaking, Colors is a better designed video game. Well, actually, no, it's not. You know, I've always called Colors mid, and it's because I think half the wisps suck. I also think the level design is pretty dog water, and it's not even the problem. The
So Murat told you to go to Murat told you to go to Murat told you to go to the hospital now. Where is it? Where is it now? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Hell! I rebuke you! We rebuke you! We rebuke. Get him, Sonic. We rebuke you, Satan. We rebuke. Why do you guys hate friend? Why do you guys hate colors so much? You're so mean. Silver.
The problem isn't inherently the 2D, because the 2D can be fun. The problem sits with the level design of the 2D sections being kind of ass. So that's why I don't like that. And with Shadow, it's like a junk food game. I put it on and just blitz through all the levels really quickly and just have fun. When play all the fun, like, yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't usually not have fun with it. So yeah.
Wow, you're breaking my heart, man.
No, I'm sorry, bro.
I won't be able to recover from this, bro. Nolan says, I think the Sat AM show is better than Boom. Sorry, Snort.
Thank you. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. You made history. You have made history.
Relax if you read this. Yeah, no, Boom is definitely my favorite Sonic show.
Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna skip this because no, I'm not hearing that shit. No, fuck.
Kind of overrated. I don't think it's bad. WERN says, I think Sonic Generations is kind of overrated. I don't think it's bad, I like the game, I just don't think it's one of the best like everyone says. I think controls for both modern and classic are kinda clunky. I feel like the modern stages can be somewhat automated sometimes, and not to mention the final boss is the second worst in the franchise. The first is the stupid Space Invaders clone. I do like Generations a lot, and while I disagree that it's overrated, I do agree with some of your points. It didn't hit me until recently how clunky the Sonics in Generations are. Like in Shadow Generations, it feels so much better to control Shadow, but I guess the trade-off is that you don't go nearly as fast. The final boss is also pretty bad, yeah. I kinda wish they revamped it in the remaster, but I also know they didn't want to touch the Generation side too much in Sonic X Shadow Generations. Yo, Shrugpod, what's up?
Dude, it's going well.
What is your hottest Sonic take?
I really enjoy Sonic Chronicles, like really unironically enjoy it. And I know that a lot of people do
kill him. I'm joking.
Not like the game, but I find it a lot of fun. I think that it's really unique and
no, because actually no, I'm saying this because I actually enjoy it. I enjoy the game too. No, I'm not a hater. I swear I'm not a hater.
Interesting, especially in terms of an RPG. And I think that, don't get me wrong, the soundtrack is really bad, but I think that a lot of people...
Absolutely everything that people can go and say. Like, a game goes hard on you. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. We get it. We know. Fuck. Damn. Shit.
Get the legal issues involved and then want to detract that from the overall worth of the game. That's probably my hottest Sonic take.
I mean, yeah. I think Sonic Chronicles, I think it's a bad game. I don't like it from what I've played of it, but I guess if you're into RPGs and that sort of thing, I guess it could be fun. It's just, you know, it was so underbaked, and again, like you said with the soundtrack,
yeah,
the soundtrack is really not even a major part of it at the end of the day, right? So yeah, I do agree with you there that the legality issues with the soundtrack, I don't really think people should be taking that into account when addressing the quality of the game, but yeah. Ductendo says, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 are the most overrated...
Tell you what. The game... we're more than halfway done with the video, so I'm gonna be right back because I have not eaten anything in a minute. I probably still won't. But I'll be right back. Okay. All right, guys, we are back. Let's finish this up, shall we? Sonic Adventure 1 and Adventure 2 are the most overrated Sonic games of all time. I would go as far as to say that Sonic gameplay and level design are is easier and worse than of Unleashed and Generations. Bit rude, isn't it? No, but seriously, the reason why motherfuckers like praise praise Adventure 1 and 2 and say they're the peak of the franchise is because of they made fucking history in 3D and shit. Like motherfucker, we're talking about like the stories. We're talking about like the multi sections with like switching through characters and shit. We're talking about like the emerald hunting, Big's fishing trip and shit. Amy's story, the sacrifice of the loss of a robot. Like nigga, like come on, bro. And also, if we're talking about the gameplay, bro, like. It perfectly emphasizes like speedy platforming in it like speedy platforming in a whatchamacallit in the 3D like speedy platforming in a 3D landscape, bro. So this is Sonic's first jump into 3D, so saying like the homing attack, the lightspeed dash, like the lightspeed dash shoes. Like I'm just saying, and then like the air dash, like dog, like you're talking about like like this shit is awful. I'm not saying that's better than Unleashed. I'm just saying I was like Unleashed and Generations. They learned a lot from this. Like goddamn, like saying something is worse than Unleashed, like saying some like saying that somebody's worse than Jesus Christ. I'm just saying.
Rated Sonic games of all time, and I would go as far as to say the Sonic gameplay and level design is easier and worse than that of Unleashed and Generations. I can definitely see why you would say that. Personally, I do have more of a preference for the boost gameplay in Unleashed and Generations, as opposed to the adventure gameplay, and that does extend to the level design as well in some cases. I don't know if I would go as far as to call the adventure games the most overrated Sonic games though. Like, I flippin' love Sonic Adventure 1, and even though I'm not the biggest fan of Sonic Adventure 2, I think there are a lot of Sonic games that are worse offenders. But hey, if you dislike the gameplay of the adventure games, that's completely understandable. Chaos Lily says, if you took fan-made content away, almost nobody would like the series.
Is that fair to say? Oh, well, what? Hold on. No, wait, hold on. Wait, actually, hold on. Actually, no, because then you would go to the older games of the series and say, yeah, this shit rocks. This shit is crazy, man. Bro, the official content damn. The official content that Sega already has on just fucking on like from just like this one generation and shit like that. Sorry, from the games alone is enough for people to go ahead and say, oh, we still have faith in the franchise. Fuck are you talking about?
I think this is the first take that I 100% disagree with. I understand that there is a small group of Sonic fans who have just completely given up on the actual official content and just focus on the fandom. I do acknowledge that those people exist for sure, but implying that the majority of Sonic fans and even the casual audience only enjoy the series because of the fan-made content is a little weird to me. There's no denying that Sonic has had a few rough patches when it comes to official releases, but recently we've had the movies, which have gathered so many new fans, and recently, Sonic games have been in a pretty good spot as well. So while, again, yes, there are definitely some people who just focus on fan content, I 100% do not agree with the sentiment that fan-made content carries the franchise. Yo, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
What is your hottest Sonic take?
So, you know the human characters in the Sonic movies?
Oh, no! I I think I know where it's going.
Fire, I'm not gonna lie.
Even Wade?
Yeah, even Wade. Knuckles'
Even
show
Wade.
was actually really good. It's not a good Sonic show, but it's a good show.
There we go. I guess fair enough. Kenshiro438 says Sonic CD's US soundtrack is better than its JP/EU soundtrack. I definitely prefer the JP soundtrack, but the US soundtrack is super underrated. It goes for a similar vibe as the JP soundtrack, I guess, but the overall sound is noticeably different. It's all a preference thing though. Christian says, in my opinion, the only good thing about the IDW Sonic comics is the art. There are never any true stakes, the characters' personalities are bland and uninteresting, and most of the individual arcs fall flat in terms
I'm sorry. Yeah, this is just this is just false. Just get this nigga out of here.
of what I want from a Sonic comic. Honestly, I don't have much to say about the IDW comics because, admittedly, I've never read any of them. I have seen some panels on Twitter, and from what
For somebody that actually has read the IDW comics and the fact that if you listen, this is how you. I've never. This like I bet you this motherfucker's never read the Metal Virus art. I bet you he's never read the Metal Virus art. I bet you that.
what I've seen, it's just kind of whatever. I think the common consensus among the fans is a very even split between the writing is good and the writing is bad. So maybe
The whole reason why Ian Flynn is even writing stories for Sonic right now, and I'm gonna say this right now, everybody who keeps saying that like Ian Flynn is a bad writer, y'all gonna realize motherfuckers because of the motherfucking comics and shit, like he's the reason why we have stories in the games like how we do now. He's the same motherfucker that made the fucking story for the comics. And now he's and because he did so well at the comics, now he's doing that shit for the games. So shut up. Sorry. Oops.
I just need to check them out for myself. Yo, how's it going?
It's going good. I'm really tired. I just woke up.
Alright, well, I'm about to ask the most important question of your entire life. Are you ready?
Oh, shit. Maybe. I didn't really prepare.
Well, okay. Well, what is your hottest Sonic take?
The middle mouth being used more. I think they should utilize it more instead of just constantly using, like, the side mouth whenever Sonic's talking or just standing there. Like, in Sonic Forces, which I guess this is, like, a weird example because it's Sonic Forces, but, like, whenever he's talking, the mouth is always on one side of his face or another, and I feel like that just looks kind of gross. Like, I feel like it should face the camera. I don't know if that's unpopular. I don't know. I've never really seen many people talk about it.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people talk about it at all. I really only see that, like, on Sonic Twitter and whatnot, so... Yeah, I would say that's a good one. That's a good one. Shiny Eevee says, massive hot take. People hold Sonic 3 and Knuckles at such high regards, acting like it's the best Sonic game of all time. But honestly, I disagree. I think it's the second worst classic Sonic game, in my opinion at least.
Whoa, wait, whoa, Let me speak on this. If we're talking about the worst classic Sonic game, bro, if anything, bro, it's probably the third best. You're saying it's the third worst. You're saying the second worst. Motherfucker, what's worse? Motherfucker, bro. Don't you dare say Sonic CD is the worst. Motherfucker, Sonic CD is better than number one, and definitely Sonic 3 and Knuckles is better than 2. Don't you dare say it's better than 2. Like I'll slap the beans off of you. I'm trying to watch my language on here, but like, bro, like what do you mean? It's the second worst in the classic trilogy. Like, bro, like, have you not played the classic trilogy? Because if you have, then you know that Sonic 3 is. I don't think you played Sonic 3 at all, because Knuckles has his own story. the insta shield, the introduction of the 3 fire, water, and fire, bubble, and electric shield and shit. Motherfucking the big arms, the soundtrack, the motherfucking bosses and shit. The hypersonic. Come on, bro, catch up.
Well, to be fair, I do think that Sonic 3 on its own is not the greatest Sonic game, and Sonic & Knuckles on its own is also not the greatest game. But when you put them together, greatest Sonic game, and Sonic & Knuckles on its own is also not the greatest game. But when you put them together, I can't help but think it's possibly the second best classic Sonic game under Mania in my opinion. I completely understand where you're coming from though, because even I sometimes question if I really like Sonic 3 and Knuckles as much as Sonic 2 for example. I feel like Sonic 2 has much better level design than 3 and Knuckles, but at the same time, I do prefer the aesthetics and music of Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Lemon5k says, Riders 1 is the only racing spin-off game that is better than All-Stars Transformed. People need to stop dismissing racing spin-offs just because it's not on a hoverboard or running on foot. Sonic R, Zero Gravity, and especially Free Riders are nowhere near the level of Transformed when it comes to its controls, and it cuts off here, but I think I get the point. While I believe that Riders 1 and Zero Gravity are better than all of the 3 currently released kart racing games, I don't think people should disregard the kart racers just because Sonic's in a car. For me, I don't like the kart racers as much as Riders or even Sonic R at times, because the kart racers feel too basic and boring for me. Like, Sega All-Stars and Transformed are entirely carried by the fan service and the crossover.
Notice how nobody's talking about Sonic vs. Speed Battle. I'm just saying.
I never go back to these games to actually play them and have fun with them, you know? With Riders, it's such a unique concept, and it's a concept that fits Sonic really well, and I have way more fun going back to the first 2 Riders games than I do going back to the kart racers.
I swear, Sonic Riders is the most 2000 Sonic shit. That is the most 2000 Sonic games.
Oh, Mr. Z-Man, what's up?
Mr. Z-Man!
What is your hottest Sonic take?
It's probably something to do with voices, but honestly, I think the one that I get the most flack for is the story in a Sonic game is almost or just as important as how good the gameplay is. I get a lot of people telling me that I'm wrong for that, but I will die on that hill. I know I just said it's probably just as important, but gameplay obviously is the most important part. If a game is good by playing it, it's good, you know, right? It doesn't matter if the story's good or not. But without a great story behind it, if it's already a narrative, you know, type game, obviously the 2D games a lot of times don't have a lot of story in it, so it doesn't have to have anything too great.
Also, if y'all ever feel like his story isn't important, then you have to look at games like Legend of Zelda and a Halo and Red Dead Redemption 2. Like those games are like obviously praised for the best storylines. So yeah,
Crazy in it, but like one of the 3D games or something like that have had stories linked to them pretty much since the beginning of the 3D games, starting with Adventure 1. If the story's not good or at least engaging, it just falls to the wayside, and then it's fine. It's a good as long as it's a good game like Generations, or Generations is a great game to play, but the story is, and most people would just say it's kind of meh. I would say it's bad. But you know, that's opinion, whatnot. But I think if you have a great story with great gameplay, it makes it way better. You know, like Generations, I like playing Generations. It's fun, but you know, I'm not gonna keep replaying it most of the time because why do I need to? I don't care about the story. It wasn't really much of a story anyway, so I just kind of pop in, play the levels, whatever. Sonic Adventure 2, obviously, I love Sonic Adventure 2. I'll pop into that game and just play some levels here and there, but I love replaying the story just to watch the cutscenes, watch the story, even though I've seen it a million times. It's just like watching a favorite movie or a favorite show or something. Like I've said it in a video before, a good game with a bad story is good. It can be good, but a good game with a good story can make it way better. It elevates
way better. I can agree with that. I can agree with that for sure. But I guess for me, as long as the game is fun, the story always comes second. Like, I never really care. Like, for Sonic Colors, for example, I love that game. Is the story bad? Absolutely. It's terrible. But, you know, as long as the game is fun, then that's kind of all I really care about. New Luigi 4 says, Shadow Generations is 10 times better than Sonic Unleashed. It's definitely not ridiculous to say that. While I do love Unleashed, I can acknowledge that it's not for everybody. I mean, when the Werehog takes up, what, 75% of the game, I can definitely doesn't expect Unleashed. So yeah, because the controls in the day stages just aren't.
Werehog is half of Sonic Unleashed by Without mods, this Werehog is the better half of Sonic Unleashed by far because the controls in days stages aren't polished enough. Okay, this is just wrong. I'm sorry.
Polished enough. Well, this is a good follow-up, huh? So yeah, I mean, if you like the Werehog, again, it's fine. But saying that it's the better half of Unleashed, I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion, but I definitely disagree. The daytime stuff in Unleashed is what carries the game for me. Without that, it would be a 4 out of 10 at best. I definitely get the controls complaint because platforming with daytime Sonic is a headache, and, you know, for a platformer, that's not great. But I don't know, man, I still widely prefer that over the Werehog. Is that Connor, bro?
There we go.
What is your hottest Sonic take?
The hottest Sonic take I have, I don't think anyone's ever heard this before, but I could be wrong. I think that 9 is the worst Sonic character to ever exist.
Like from Sonic Prime?
What?
Like that 9?
Correct. Worst Sonic character to exist. I can't stand him. I know Prime has terrible writing, but
Chris is right there! Chris is right there! What are we talking about?
Genuine. Every time I look at Prime, I just kind of go, ugh. Mainly annoying, yes, and design-wise, not really all that interesting.
What?
Like Tails with 9 tails. Ooh.
When I watched Prime, I thought he was one of the better characters.
Yeah.
Like, you remember the Pirate Knuckles and the Pirate Rouge and all of them? My god.
Yeah.
Made me want to put a bullet through my skull, bro. Like, get that shit off the screen.
Oh, Prime's character is so bad, too.
Prime is so ass. Before we end this video, I thought I would give some of my own Sonic hot takes. Just real quick, I have 2 that I want to share. My first take is that Sonic Lost World is better than Sonic Adventure 2. And my
The student does become the master.
my opinion, I don't like 2/3 of Sonic Adventure 2. While I do like the speed gameplay in Adventure 2 over Lost World's gameplay, I definitely prefer Lost World over the mech and treasure hunting stages, which is why I like it a little bit more than Adventure 2. My second take is, oh good god, I'm gonna get so much hate for this, short quills are better than long quills. Okay, when I say this, I'm talking specifically about Sonic Frontiers. If you give Sonic short quills in like Unleashed, then yeah, what are you doing? But when I see these mods that give Sonic long quills and Frontiers, I really do start to see why they opted for the short quills instead. Because for a game like this, where the camera is not that zoomed in on Sonic, long quills just don't look that good. But those are your Sonic hot takes. Obviously, I couldn't get to all of them because, wow, that's a lot, and this video is already pretty long, but I still thought it would be fun. Thank you guys so much for 60,000 subscribers. It's just crazy to me that we're over halfway to the 100,000 mark. But that's all for me. Thank you all so much for watching.
That's all for me too. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. Thank you guys so much for engaging with me. This has been a 3D blast. And no, I didn't make that joke. I'm just using an OKK joke. If you thought the joke was fucking terrible, then you're right. But I need money, so yeah. That. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and share with your friends and family and stuff like that. And if you want to see more lives like this, make sure you just go ahead and put the notifications on so you never miss a thing. She got that. She goes, man. She because emotion. All right, I need a bounce. I'm hungry. I'm starving, man. Yeah, that's about it. So yeah, thank you guys and see you. See you,